What's going on, Landy boy?
Not much. What's up with you, Tommy boy?
Oh, here filming episode 61 of the podcast. Back with another one.
And speaking of 61, the basketball references will stop very soon, I promise you. But an NBA player number 61 is Pat Spencer. We only had three to choose from, and Pat Spencer's
Okay.
the only one who's currently playing. So shout out Pat Spencer. Um, one of the players of all time.
Alright, shout
An
out. Yeah.
astounding, earth-shattering, whopping, incredible 2.5 points per game last
Oh
season.
my god. Alright, well, definitely an MVP. Yeah, shout out that guy. So,
He exists, I
yeah.
think. 29 years old,
Just, I came in.
and he's only played 1 year.
Yeah, I came in totally unprepared for this episode. Um, basically, so about what would it have been about an hour ago now, right? I was just hanging out in here, me and my grandma, we were spending all day together making pretzels, and like you know what, I want to eat some mushrooms. So I started eating some mushrooms, right? And they started kicking in, and then I was standing in front of the mirror for not even lying an hour, just like doing random poses, staring at my muscles, being like, damn, these roids hitting different. And then I was like, oh man, I wonder if anyone's texted me, right? So I checked Snapchat, and you and Sean were talking. You mentioned the podcast, and I was like, that's right. I said we were doing one tonight, and I even got maybe Gage to show up. It's kind of a thing where he's like, I'm gonna be on this day, this time, whatever, and then he'll never show up, and he won't text me for weeks and weeks. So he might be on in about an hour. That's what we had planned. Who knows? It may happen, may not. Don't get your hopes up, but you know.
I'm watching a fantastic college football game right now, Tommy boy. I've got it playing in the background. Not the background, but I got it playing on my phone. So I've got my phone sitting, I'm like leaned against my laptop screen. It is uh, Mississippi State versus Tennessee. And currently, Tennessee just scored. There's 2 minutes left.
It's so crazy you
It's down by
mentioned
one.
football because I was literally thinking, like, while I was just sitting there doing my poses in the mirror and whatnot, I get into a lot of deep, intricate thoughts sometimes, especially when I'm on the effects of mushrooms. And I was really thinking, like, just how much I don't care about ball sports at all, Like, I like action sports because, like, you know, I don't know, you look around at
Football is an action sport.
what?
Football is an action sport. I don't know if you realize that because like you're hitting and tackling and running full speed at each other for 60 minutes.
Okay, but the thing I was getting at is, like, I was thinking, if you're on mushrooms and you're watching like football or basketball or any sort of ball sport, you're just kind of looking at it, just thinking like, what the fuck is going on? Like, they're not really that much fun to watch because you're just watching a bunch of black dudes pass a ball around. It's like
Hey,
whatever.
no, no.
And white
Majority of
dudes
the
if you're watching
quarterbacks,
football,
but
and
majority of the
Mexicans if it's
quarterbacks
soccer.
passing are white. No, and a baseball, that's
Okay,
Puerto
baseball is like,
Ricans.
yeah, okay. So,
Puerto Rican.
you're watching
You mean
some
to tell me?
flavor of human just pass a ball around at the end of the day.
You mean to tell me this isn't an action sport?
I mean, it is, but here's the thing. When you're watching, like, you're watching, F1, NASCAR, GT3, whatever, you're watching Cargo Room, that's cool because you're watching, things go 200 plus miles an hour around corners, get within inches of each other. That's life threatening stuff. This is just dudes just hugging each other at the
It's
end of the day.
No, this is
You watch.
this is life threatening. You know how many people get CTE and end up killing themselves of this
Yeah, a
sport?
lot. But you watch UFC, right? People literally beating the life out of each other just to, put food on their family's table. That's cool. You watch wrestling. No one's just like just waking up one day like, you know what? I'm just throw myself 25 feet off a ladder, hit a swanton bomb. That's what I'm doing today. But you see that in other things where it's like, children play football, children play basketball. Children don't go 200 miles an hour real fast and real left. They don't wake up and hit RKO's on each other. I mean, some of them do, but you know,
So you mean to tell me a dude getting in a fight, like two 300-pounders getting in a fight, the quarterback coming to break it up and getting smacked over the head with his own helmet? That's not action to you?
It is, but that's not the sport. That's just something that happens. I mean, in fact, I would say this
It
is the
is.
coolest part of football when people, or any sport when
This
people
is
get
like
in actual fights.
this happens like 4 or 5 times a minute in football.
Sometimes, but like I don't watch
No, no, not
hockey.
sometimes. All the time.
Like I don't watch
All
hockey,
the time.
but occasionally I'll see like a hockey fight highlight thing come up, and I'll be like, all right, that's pretty cool because I like that part of it. I don't like watching people pass a puck around on a slippery surface, but when they start beating each other up because of it, I'm like, hell yeah, dude.
I mean, a dude like basically getting pile driven into the turf isn't cool.
I mean, that's cool. Doesn't happen that often, but it's cool.
You mean to tell me a dude getting hit so hard his helmet goes flying 14 feet the other direction isn't cool? Isn't
Okay, it is,
action.
but is it worth sitting through like a 6 hour sporting event just to see
Yeah,
that once or twice?
not 6 hours. It's
How long are they?
way less than that. And
Okay.
you're seeing this multiple times. Not the necessarily the helmet coming off, but you're seeing hits like this 30, 40 times a night.
Yeah, still, I don't see the appeal to this as opposed to like racing or NASCAR. The NASCAR is racing. I didn't mean to say both. I mean, like opposed to watching like NASCAR or fighting or wrestling or you know, I think action sports are just cooler than ball sports.
I have to say,
Yeah, it's because you don't watch it.
why would I watch, um, you know, 3 hours of follow the leader?
Yeah, when Kylie Page exists, I agree.
I think you have a type.
I do. Short, petite chicks.
You, let me just say, this chick looks like she who should not be named if she were
She
actually
does a
like
lot.
if she were actually attractive. If she actually tried
Yeah,
both of those, frankly.
100%.
And let me
Man. Yeah, anyways, all that to say, I don't like ball sports. Who?
Bane.
Oh. I mean, okay,
I love Mega Bane.
that's fair. I mean, who doesn't? Same with like Jamie Hayter, right? She
Zach.
got a great
Shout
ass.
out Zach. Shout out Zach, by the way.
We don't gotta shout him out. We can leave him out of this. Remember, he kicked you out of his business for no reason.
It's in the Geneva Convention. You can't do that.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a
It was in my Geneva
that's
convention.
a reference to it's a reference to Talladega Nights. There's a quote that goes like with all due respect, whatever, and Ricky ends up saying something really offensive to the dude. And then the dude's like, you can't just go around saying anything if you say with all due respect. And Ricky Bobby's like, yeah, you can. It's in the Geneva Convention.
Okay,
It's the greatest racing movie ever made, and I will stand by that.
yeah. You know what one of the greatest movies ever made is? Good Will Hunting.
What's that? I have not seen it.
It's got a lot of classic one-liners. You ever heard someone say how you like them apples?
I
It
have.
came from that movie because there's these one dudes at a bar talking about this chick, no one can get her number, and then Matt Damon, he's like the main character in the movie. He sees a bunch of dudes like waiting in line to talk to this chick at the bar. Waits until she's about to go home to like get his chance to talk to her, and then she's like, "Well, here's my number. You can talk to me another day, or whatever." Goes up to the outside of the bar with the dudes at the window and goes, "Hey, you like apples?" There he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I got her number. I like them apples." It's a classic line.
I mean, it's kind of worked its way into pop culture, so
Yeah,
It's
like the
pretty.
Barbra Streisand effect. You ever heard of that?
I have not.
So Barbra Streisand didn't want people to know where her house was. In fact, you should look up a picture of Barbra Streisand's house just for this. And it became such a thing where like Barbra Streisand was going after like websites and news people who were like posting pictures of her house that it became a meme to post her house, and it was called the Barbra Streisand effect, where like the more things are known that like, hold on, how do I describe it? Like people know about something that they can't prove, they want to prove it even more. Like people wanted to prove where Barbra Streisand's house was because she was so adamant that nobody would know where it is. So then, people started posting it around.
Wow.
She wanted privacy so much she had a whole effect named after her. In fact, I've had I kind of was realizing this like not even gonna lie, an hour ago. I was just kind of thinking about this. I had my own little sort of Barbra Streisand effect. Well, not mine, just in my universe. All right, because I don't know what it would have been like 2 weeks ago now, right? I was having a conversation with Leah at work, and somehow got to like naming schemes, and no, she wanted to know what my middle name was, and I brought it up, and then she was asking why my middle name is Albert, and so I had to explain that there's this like naming convention that's been going on for like 15 generations in my family of like you'll have an Albert Thomas, and Thomas Albert Senior, and then Thomas Albert Junior, and another Albert Thomas. I just keep switching around, and how I'm like, if I have a son, I will never name him Albert because it's just a dumb name. And then she was like, "Well, what's your last name?" And I wouldn't tell her, right? So she wanted to know what it was. Streisand effect. She knows I got a last name, but she doesn't know what it is. So now she wants to find out what it is. Cute it like a week ago. She's asking me about my height, something which is easily believable. I'm 6'3". I look like I'm 6'3". She has to see my driver's license, so she would have seen my last name. I think she solved her own Streisand effect there. But that's what had me thinking about this earlier, and it's crazy that I just made that full loop on the show. I've been waiting to talk about this for a while.
All right.
Anyways, there's Barbara Streisand's house. For anyone, it's worth bringing up. She didn't want people to know where it is. Here it is, Barbara Streisand's house. Look at it, people.
All right. I've got something pulled up. I think you're going to maybe quite enjoy this. We've talked about like enjoying logos and stuff on the show before, correct?
It seems like a complete 180, but yeah.
Well, most of the show is a complete 180, so I'm not going to reveal what the category is, but here are our six tiers, I guess you could say. One of the best, or I'm just going to put in some of the best. Some of the best makes more sense. It won't center for some reason.
Okay.
You know what? We're just going to manually center it. Anyway, so we got some. There we go. Now it's centered, I think. We got some of the best. Great logo,
Okay.
fantastic logo,
So,
good logo, bad logo, fire the graphic designer.
are these wrestling company logos?
No, these are
Oh,
college athletic logos.
I hope this doesn't take a while because we have a guest coming on in half an hour. Who just confirmed with me they'll be on in half an hour.
We'll we'll breeze through these. We'll go as fast as we can.
Okay.
So I'll name the ones I do know. There's a few of these that I'm not recognizing. Some of these that a lot of these actually I am recognizing. But we'll start off with Boston College. See with the Golden Eagle.
All right.
I'm gonna give this just a good logo. I mean, it has active. It has the mascot on it. What do you think?
I just as we're doing like a cursory glance over most of those, I think they're all like terrible. I'm gonna take this mask off because it's hindering my ability to speak. The chin strap is so tight.
What are you thinking? I'm thinking just good.
Holy shit! All right, that is a lot better, guys. No joke. The chin strap on this is so tight. I can't move my lower jaw at all when I wear it. So you're literally hearing me speak through my teeth there, like Kanye on Through the Wire.
I feel like you're stalling, so you don't have to do this.
A little bit. I kind of not excited for this on account that
Well,
I don't
we
know
can
who
we
any
can.
of these teams are.
That's why I'm going to tell you who they are. We're going to breeze through these.
Okay.
We're gonna go quick. We're gonna rapid fire them. Boston College. I'm gonna say just good logo. What do you think?
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay. Boston University. Got the terrier on it.
It's pretty bad.
But other than that, it's bad logo. We got Holy Cross.
Terrible.
I'm gonna say just bad logo. I'm gonna say fire because it looks all right. Harvard. Probably the graphic designer. No word needed.
Yeah, it's basic as hell.
Northeastern. Husky.
It's literally just a dog. It's all right.
Yeah, it's all right logo. We got Long Island University with the
I
Sharks.
like
I
that
think
one.
this is a yeah. I'm gonna say it's a pretty good logo. It's fantastic.
I think
UMass,
fantastic should be above
Massachusetts.
great, but that's all right. Uh,
Hmm,
yeah, it's
it's
good. I think that's a good one.
yeah. We got the Mount. I
That's a
don't know where
great one.
Mount is.
I like that.
It just fits. I have no clue what this is. Looks pretty cool though. I'm gonna say fantastic though. It fits for whatever school,
Uh, I
whatever the eagle is.
I
What do you
bet.
think?
Uh, what is that A? I swear I've seen a team with a similar A. I think that's an A under the eagle. I can't think of what it is though.
Think it's fantastic, good, bad, great.
It's all right. We don't have an all right,
Okay,
but
so
I think it's all right.
yeah, we'll meet somewhere in the middle. I'll put it right about here. I don't know what this is, but this looks meh. It's
It's
all right.
awful. It's just a tiger. Tigers are so
Uh,
overused.
I'll
It's up
put
there
it
with
above.
bulldogs, like the two most overused animals in all the sports teams, and
We
eagles
got
and
Arizona. I'm gonna give
uh
I'm yeah I'm gonna give this fantastic because it fits the color. I mean, it's the color scheme of the school. It's an iconic like letter mark.
I don't know why, but I imagine like if you took the red A out of it and you put a P in there and you sort of redesigned the inner white part to look more like a bell, it'd be good for like Philadelphia because like the Liberty Bell and it kind of look like that. I don't like how it
Okay.
looks as it is though. I think it's well, it's all right. It's got potential. It's
Oh,
good.
yeah. Yeah. All right. We'll put it right about there. We got Maryland with the miniature Maryland flag underneath it.
I could hardly recognize that's even their flag, but
This
it's
is
all
the
right.
Maryland Terrapins. I agree. This is a good logo. We got the Michigan State Spartans.
I like this.
I think this is their first great,
Yeah, for sure.
or not our first great, but it's one of the greats. SVSU. I don't remember what that one is.
Uh, San Fernando Valley, California. I don't know.
Maybe. This is just lazy.
Yeah.
The Cardinal sucks. We got Democrat
Um.
Activity University.
Yeah.
Not to get political, but
It kind of looks like the Money in the
uh,
Bank
uh,
logo.
Cheese Pizza University.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a bad logo.
I mean I like the
Just because of the
design. I think it's
abbreviation.
a good design, but the lettering it could be anything
Yeah, the
else.
abbreviation. We got Michigan. People are gonna crucify me. Sports fans will crucify me, but their logo
It
sucks.
does. It's just a letter. It's terrible.
I'm the graphic designer.
I've made better signs
I don't
in
know.
WWE 2K.
I don't know what this one is. I've never seen this one in my life.
It's an overused bulldog. It's terrible. Fire them.
I'm gonna say like pretty good. So we'll meet in the middle right here. We got Minnesota.
Again, it's just a letter. It's terrible.
I mean, just because it's a letter doesn't make it terrible. I mean, Arizona
I
one
mean,
rated
yeah,
pretty
that's
high.
got some design to it. It's just a,
I'm gonna
I
put
don't
it at
know.
the about there. I think this is DePaul. I could be wrong. Give me one. No, this isn't DePaul, is it? No, this isn't DePaul. I don't know what this one is.
I mean, in the land of unoriginal pictures, this is somewhat original. Despite
And I
kind
know
of
what the
lacking
school
some
is. It just
detail.
I can't
It's good.
name.
It,
It'll
I
come back
may
to me
put one
later.
above good.
I think we have an alright system. CK or KC, whatever that is.
Is that
This
Oklahoma
is a great
City?
logo. No, that's not an O.
Yeah, it could be like. All right, never mind. Oh, it could be Kansas City.
Maybe. I think this is a great logo, though.
It is. Yeah,
What do you
it's.
think?
I think that is one of the best we'll see tonight.
Then we got Missouri.
Okay, okay. Um, I
It's
like it.
okay. I think it's a good logo. We got Ole Miss, which is basically just University of Mississippi.
There's so many colleges. It's kind of basic. Kind of. I don't know. I don't got an opinion
It's
on
all
it.
right, I'd say. Not to give it just good. We got Montana State. Another Bobcat.
I mean, semi-original animal, but I just I hate the overuse of crudely drawn two-dimensional animals in sports teams. So I gotta say it's pretty bad.
I think it's good, so we'll just meet right there. I believe this is Missouri State.
I like it. I like the little tail on the last letter there. I don't know what you call that style of design. I don't know. It's cool.
Making sure the real Missouri. Okay, so yeah, I think this is Missouri State. We'll give it. Yeah, we'll give it good.
Yeah.
Duke.
Terrible.
I hate Duke. Their logo sucks. Lose lose. Eastern Carolina. No words needed.
Yeah, that's amazing.
No words needed. Some of the best
Yeah.
everywhere here.
Same with this next one coming up.
North Carolina State University.
Fantastic.
Wolfpack. Their mascot is a Wolfpack. Like it's okay to have an original logo. I'm looking at all the letters here.
Hmm.
North Carolina.
You
This is
know,
iconic,
I shit on
but
letters a
it's
lot, but I kind of like this one.
let's say it's iconic. Not one of the best, but it does its job. It's where Michael Jordan went to school. Wake
Oh.
Forest.
Um, it's very basic. You know, it's just two letters and beige, khaki color even.
They do have the coolest mascot name in all college. Their mascot is the Demon Deacons.
That is pretty cool.
For those who aren't aware, a deacon is a person who volunteers and works for a church, like a senior leadership position of a church. I don't know what this one is. Maybe it's North Dakota.
I was gonna say I think that's North Dakota ND. Yeah, I mean, that's really all it could be.
Yeah, this is North Dakota indeed.
It's kind of sleek, honestly. I don't mind it. It's good.
I think yep, it's does its job. Like I said, we got Creighton University or Creighton, however you want to say it.
I think that's uh,
The Creighton Blue
it's
Jays.
one above good. I guess I wouldn't call it fantastic, but that's our fantastic tier.
Yeah. We got Nebraska.
Uh, It's that's the most boring N I've ever seen.
And no words needed. No words needed.
This, on the other
I've
hand,
seen this one before, but I don't know what it is.
it's like a yin yang of I don't know something. Looks like a mashed up Starbucks logo. Almost thinking
Right.
like a fishing hook on that bottom side there. Could be a lot of things. I like it though. It's pretty cool.
I'd give this a great.
I'd agree.
All right. We got University of New Hampshire, I believe this is.
I would say I think that's another great one. There's a good bit of detail in that.
It is quite good. We got Harley Dickinson University.
It's terrible. Fire that dude.
This is this is Princeton, part of the Ivy League.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
I mean, it looks like a tiger, so give him some credit. It's not just a P.
It's just a P in my book.
At least they added some design to it that represents the mascot, because they are the Princeton Tigers.
Okay.
That's what their mascot is? No. Does this tell us what their mascot is? Not
Definitely
really, but it
not.
at least has a cool color scheme. This doesn't. None of these down here do, other than that. But this is just, it looks cool. We got Rutgers next.
Again, just fire that dude.
Most of the,
If you get a
we got New
job as a
Mexico.
graphic designer for college and you go, I got it, and you just push one button on a keyboard, dude, you don't need a job.
We got New Mexico.
That's amazing. I'd put that in whatever our top tier is.
Some of the best. Next, we got New Mexico State.
I like it. I put it
And that, like,
whatever the tier
wolves are
below
the
that one
lobo.
is.
All right. Thank you. I've never seen this one in my life.
It just looks like a black dude with fangs.
I see it.
Yeah,
Not terrible enough to fire, but it is still like not
it's
really
just
looking
bad.
like a
Yeah,
college.
like, it looks like
I
something
got.
like
I
a
think.
indie reggae band would use as an album cover.
I believe this is.
This is what?
I think this is Cornell.
Oh, okay.
Which is
It's
a
pretty
school to
cool.
exist.
Yeah, I like the bear.
It's a pretty crudely drawn bear, but it's better than just having a C.
Yeah, yeah.
We agree on good.
Yeah, it's good.
All right. Saint Bonaventure, I believe how you pronounce that. Bonnies. I don't know what a Bonnie is.
I don't know where the hell St. Bonaventure even is, or why they're big enough to have a college, but it's a pretty cool logo. I like it. It's good.
Bonaventure is in New York.
Okay. That brings down my
It's
opinion of it, but
it's an okay logo. Syracuse, no words needed.
yeah.
Bowling Green University. This is in Ohio.
Alright, a lot of
We looked
Ohio
at their
coming up.
arena as
Oh, we
yeah.
did. Yeah.
How do you know this is Ohio?
Well, because the next two are Ohio, so it's just,
All four of these are all four of these are in Ohio.
Oh, is the
This
next one
is.
like Midland Valley or whatever it's called?
We'll get to it. We'll get
Okay.
to it here in like 10 seconds. I'd say this is like it's just good.
I think it's a little better. I'd put it maybe. Well, yeah, no, definitely just good. It's definitely up there with those other bird
Uh,
logos.
This is Miami of Ohio, not to be
Oh,
confused with the
okay.
school coming up later. This is Miami of Ohio,
All right.
and again, it's just a letter.
Yeah. Also, not
I
the
hope we get
town from
some
Ohio I thought
vowels
it was.
soon. I hope we can get some like vowels and start spelling words down here. We got Ohio State.
I mean,
Again, I'm gonna get
I like
crucified
it.
by sports fans, but I think it's just a okay logo.
Oh, I think it's great.
Okay, we'll meet in the middle for fantastic then. We got just University of Ohio. I think this is also the Bobcats.
Not so much a fan of this one, but it's still good.
It's yeah. I mean it's all right. It's a pretty good logo, I guess. We got Oklahoma State.
Okay. Um, it kind of
Their
looks like
alternate logo is so much better.
both the still like chainsaw logo and the KTM logo for like the dirt bike manufacturer. I don't mind it either way.
It's the bottom of good. I mean, if you know your abbreviation and stuff for schools, it's instantly recognizable. Other than that, it's just meh. I think this is Oral Roberts University.
One of the names of all time, and
Yeah,
just that the eye on that bird is way too big, or the head is too small. I don't know. It doesn't look right.
I think you should recognize this one.
University of Alabama.
This is Auburn.
Okay.
Close though. You got the right state. It's Auburn though.
Oh,
Alabama's
it's
the
a.
biggest enemy.
Okay, I didn't know it was even. Yeah. All right. Cool.
University of Auburn.
Uh, it's a
It's
little
all
better than
right.
just one letter because it's actually two letters and two colors at that. It's yeah,
So in that case, we'll give it bad logo because it's just more like
yeah. It's just a better
I want to say
version of
this is
bad or fire the.
I want to say this is state. I could be wrong.
This like has potential to be good, but there's like too much detail where there doesn't need to be detail and not enough where there should be. I don't like it. I think it's bad.
Put it at the. I was thinking good. I'll put it at the bottom of good. This is Air Force.
Alright, just fire that dude.
I don't care that it's a military university. You should still show some effort into it, especially if it's the coolest branch of the military, the Air Force. You mean to tell me you're like flying these stealth fighter jets, and that's the best you can do?
Yeah, I mean the Area
I
51
wonder
baseball
who.
team has a cooler logo.
I wonder who this could be.
Oh, is that Anchorage, Alaska?
I'm thinking it's more of like. I can't tell.
Oh, is this that town in Africa that was named after the multi-billion-dollar artist Akon?
Could be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is
Well,
this Q? Is this QAnon's new team?
if only there was something in this logo to tell us who it belonged to.
Uh, this is the University of Oklahoma.
Terrible.
I mean, again, it's two letters instead of just one.
It's
I don't even know
hold
what
on.
this one is.
Are we really about to say that CP is better than OU? We gotta keep that one at the bottom.
Yeah, I don't know what this one is. I've seen it before, but I can't tell you what it means.
It's pretty cool. University of Anchorage, Alaska, Maine. I don't know. It's something.
I'm thinking bottom of good.
It's not just one letter. It's not just two letters. It's four letters.
It's
It's pretty cool.
three.
Three.
It is four.
Yeah. Okay.
Four. It's four. I got confused for a second. This is Alabama State. I actually drove like on vacation before, drove past their football stadium, and it's a pretty small stadium, but it's
that,
still cool to see.
that's pretty high definition B, man. I
A
like it.
hornet. I think it's a bee or hornet or something.
Yeah, some sort of a flying yellow thing. Could be yellow jacket for all I know.
Might be the Yellow Jackets.
Imagine. That'd be something. Pretty good logo.
It's not just one letter. It's not just two. It's
Is
three, and you
three.
got this dope looking. You like jazz, Tommy boy?
You like jazz?
I'll put it in good. You think it's all
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that works.
We'll boost it up a little bit because of Barry Benson here. Next up, Alcorn State.
All right. It's a good logo.
It's
I've got nothing to say
it's pretty
about it.
good.
It is what you see. It's that.
Alcorn.
It's not just a letter. It's a letter and a word that's part of the letter. It's kind of cool.
Woohoo. So we've got bum. Yeah, we got bum.
Yeah.
A. Please tell me there's two individual S letters.
Yeah. Please.
Should I move Syracuse up just to spell?
Bum ass.
Oh boy.
I'm sure there's an
Next we got
SS in here
Tulsa.
somewhere.
We got Tulsa.
Oh man. I mean, I know it's in Oklahoma. What is there to do in
Yeah,
Oklahoma? I don't know. Leave. I think I've made that joke before because it's the only thing I can think about Oklahoma.
but it's at least it tells you where it's at. It's still a bad logo, but
Yeah.
uh, Appalachian State.
All right. Uh, it's not
Well,
just a
it's better than
letter.
just a little. It has the team nickname.
Yeah. It's bad.
We'll put it right there.
Now
I don't know
this,
what this is,
I don't know what it is, but it's cool as hell.
but I
That's
love.
great.
This is a fantastic logo. I'll give you great. Never seen this one before.
It's pretty great as well, I'd say.
It's a worse version of Michigan State, the green Spartan from earlier. Still not terrible. Dare I say this is one of the best?
No, I think that's fair.
It doesn't have too much going on, but it's like instantly recognizable. Like if you know college sports,
Yeah, or if you know, like history or
like
anything,
this,
that is
I feel like they try too hard with the shadowing.
hmm
This at least has like some definition on the headpiece.
Yeah, like that top one is like instantly recognizable, multi-thousand-year-old symbol, whereas the other one's like an artsy recreation of it.
This is Arkansas State.
If there wasn't two spoons covering the eyes, I would think it's cool, but the fact that I instantly make a connection to just two spoons being on this wolf for no reason, it kind of sucks.
That
Why
old
does it
Vine where
look
it's
like
like
that?
it's like the old Vine says, he's just
Yeah.
busy blocking at the haters.
Yeah.
And for that reason, this is the great logo.
All right.
I'd say fantastic. I'd say fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you think, or do you want good?
No, fantastic works.
All right, we got Oregon State.
Is that a beaver?
Beaver. Beaver.
I mean, just for the fact that that's the only beaver we're gonna see, it's pretty cool.
Dare I say it's a great logo? Or do you want to go fantastic?
Either one.
I'll leave it to fantastic. I don't want to oversaturate the top two tiers.
All right.
We got Austin P. Governors.
No, I think that's a great logo.
I would agree. And who else can be named the Governors?
Right?
I move this to be the top one so far and great. The monocle and the mustache and the top hat is just fantastic. Better than fantastic. This is Ball State.
I mean, that's one of the best. The detail on
Ball
that
State
is
Cardinal.
unrivaled.
I don't know why it has 3 feathers out of the head, but that's what it is. I'd say
Yeah.
this is fantastic. Wouldn't you agree, or do you want to go top of good?
Bottom of fantastic.
All right. We got Belmont.
Now, why did they
This
make
bear
that
looks like
poor?
it's on cocaine.
I was gonna say, why did they make the poor bear look like that? Their eyes are not that far apart. And it just looks unnecessarily fat. Like that could have
Dare I say
been.
fire the graphic designer?
Yeah, that could have been a great logo, and it came out horribly.
If this was the other way around, FA, all we would need is Georgia's logo to round it out.
Yeah.
You'll see why. Georgia
No,
has a very unique logo.
I'm aware.
Okay, I have no clue what this one is.
CB? What would that be?
It's too blocky. It's two
Yeah.
letters, but it's too blocky. Binghamton Bearcats.
I mean, Binghamton is one of the worst, maybe the worst name I've ever heard for a town, and simultaneously one of the coolest logos I've ever seen.
That's the worst name for a town you've ever heard.
I mean, I'm aware there's some funny names out there, but
You've clearly never heard of Noblet, Kentucky.
I have.
You've heard of Noblet, Kentucky, and you're
We've
still saying Binghamton is worse?
we've talked about Knob Lake on the show. That
We have.
Knob Lake is funny. Binghamton just sounds stupid, and someone probably named that seriously. Whereas Knob Lake was obviously a jokingly named town.
You've never heard of Hell for Certain, Kentucky?
I have not, but
Yeah,
it's
there's
it's
a
still just a
little
funny
like
name.
there's an unincorporated town in Kentucky or a little community called Hell for Certain.
Hmm,
Anyway, Binghamton. I don't know what's up with the furry porn logo.
I like it.
Graphic graphic designer definitely has a furry kink.
Oh yeah, but it came out well.
We'll say it's at the bottom of good.
Okay.
I don't know why he has soulless, lifeless eyes.
Nah, dude, that's the eyes of a patriot. PTSD right there. That dude fought for our sins and died for them.
That's a 1,000 yard stare right there.
Yeah, dude, S tier. We didn't even got an S tier.
No.
Put him up there.
I I was gonna put it in file the graphic designer. I think
What?
we'll put it at the bottom of good.
Dude,
This logo right
that
here is
is
just
that is one of the best. What do you mean?
it's. I can't tell if you're being serious or
I'm
not.
dead serious. I love it.
Okay, I will do you something. I'll move to the top. I'll move it to the middle of fantastic.
Okay. I really
Yeah,
like it. I think it's a great logo.
we got Bucknell.
It's why is it so orange? I don't like it.
It's a bad logo. We got Buffalo, University of Buffalo.
I mean, literally just a ripoff of Chicago. And they just made it blue.
It's a bad logo. We got Butler.
Yeah, dude, Bulldog's most overused animal in all sports teams. Terrible. Fire that dude.
But this looks cool. So I'll.
Yeah, and like three
I was gonna.
million other schools have
I was,
that
I
same
was gonna.
logo.
I was gonna. Not this same logo. This one's like only Butler. I was gonna say fantastic. You say fire. We'll meet in the middle of good.
Okay.
This is the Camels. Let me figure out what school this is. The Campbell. This is the Campbell Fighting Camels.
All right.
Campbell Fighting Camels. The logo sucks. The camel is cool. The rest of it sucks.
You know, I think Gage is expecting us on right about now. Not to
Should we
divert
pick
off
this
this
back up?
topic. We might want to.
Okay, we'll rank this one real quick, and we'll come back to it at a later time.
Yeah, he literally just
Bad
texted
logo.
me, so I think we'll have to hop in
I
that call
will
with him.
I will meet you in that call.
All right. All right, and we're back. Gage should be here any second now. Gage just posted something about selling some hoodies on his Snapchat story. I don't know what that's about. Should we pick the logos up until he gets back? I was so on track with that after not being on track with that. I don't know what to do now.
Oh, is he not joining?
I'm sure he'll be on in a second. I told him 8:30. It's 8:30. He should be on. Hey, all right. All right. He said he's gonna get on. He said should be on.
That's
So, all right, I think I mentioned at the top. I definitely mentioned at the top of that episode that I had ate some mushrooms like an hour before. I also ate some like right before we started, and now that second round is
oh my
kicking in.
god.
I feel amazing right now.
This is gonna be fantastic.
It is. My brain feels like it has all new wires in it. It feels like it has its own heartbeat almost. I think you'd like mushrooms, Landon.
Did you see what Gage said in the chat?
No?
He said something in the Discord chat.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
That is certainly
Man,
certainly something.
so I got something to bring up while we're waiting for Gage that I don't think I've actually brought up on the podcast yet. I know I brought it up just while we were working on Indie Ain't It, but I started a cover to cover read through of the Bible. So far
Yeah.
I'm in Exodus.
Ooh.
So, interesting. I'm just past the first Passover. Um, cool book so far, I guess. I thought the whole Egypt saga was pretty interesting. I liked reading that. The 10 plagues against the Pharaoh. That was cool. Although I have noticed something, right? When like people will quote like saying you shall put no god above me, believe in false idols, whatever. I've noticed even in like through Genesis and Exodus and whatnot, they refer to there being multiple gods all the time, which means canonically in Christianity there are tons of other gods out there.
No, there are not.
Yeah,
There are not.
that is literally what the book says.
There are not.
There in fact are.
There are not.
God himself in Genesis
There are not.
refers to another god that rules over the Egyptians.
There are not.
Okay, it's in the book. So anyways, yeah, canonically in Christianity, I
There are
guess
not.
there are tons of
No,
other
there's not.
gods. It's just the one
All
true
right.
God.
There are not multiple gods, actually.
There
Nice try
are.
to gotcha. No, 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 no. Really nice try to gotcha, but there's not.
Hey, you should read the book then, because God himself refers to there
Who's
being other
who's
ones.
gonna who's gonna know more? Somebody who's been going to church for 20 years, or somebody who just started reading the Bible?
Definitely someone who has had eyes on the Bible.
Like me, for 20 years.
Yeah. And, so you would know that God refers to other gods in Genesis.
That's referring to like the fictional ones that other religions had. That's not saying they exist.
That is,
Oh, it's not.
quite literally is.
You must be really retarded to believe that.
Or, I can just read a book and know what it says.
Or you can know that it's referring to the fictional ones that didn't really exist.
Except they weren't fictional because,
Except
you
they
know,
are.
no, because,
No, except they are. They are false. They did not exist. They were figments of everybody's imagination. Made. They did not exist.
okay, so all these societies that had been existing before the God of the Bible came to make all his people, they just,
Well,
they just been believing in bullshit
they
forever.
existed. They existed since the beginning of time.
See, all right. One of the things I don't get about the Bible,
Oh
right?
my God, I'm not gonna be lectured by you on theology.
I think you should. So one of the things I don't get about the Bible,
I
right,
no
is that it
no.
starts off like Genesis 1:1. God's literally
You're
making the
muted.
earth, right? That's fine. So I'll just tell them
You're
about it.
muted.
I'll just tell them about it. So Genesis 1:1, right? God's making the earth and everything. He's crafting all the land and whatnot. All right, and then he makes Eden, right? And you got the four rivers leading to it, and he's got Adam in there, and he makes Eve, and then they get kicked out, and they got all sorts of babies, and you got just chapters and chapters going through all these genealogies, right? But what you never hear about is like, all right, God made the earth, right? He made these two people. We're seeing their generations go on, right? But then all these generations at some point are told to scatter out and go to these other lands and communicate with these other people. Where did these other people come from? How did they already exist if we didn't hear about them being made in the Bible? All right, we were here from day one of the earth to the first people being born, all of their generations. How did these other civilizations come to exist without coming from this straight linealogy of people that we have in this book? I don't get it.
You were muted that whole time. I told you I'm not gonna be lectured by you on theology when I know what I what I believe in actually.
That's the thing. You believe. I'm just reading and just pointing out stuff,
And you're taking everything way out of context.
or just literally as it's written in the book.
No. You believe everything written in there is meant to be taken literally, like the fictional gods are meant to be taken literally.
Yeah,
No, because there are no other gods. They do not exist. They never existed. Like
even
the
though the
Greek gods and the like Greek mythology, they never existed.
okay, but it doesn't talk about those gods in the Bible.
It talks about the gods the Egyptians believed in, which didn't exist. It's fictional Egyptian gods. They did not exist.
Well, it also doesn't talk about like the Egyptian, what do you call it, like pantheon or whatever that we think of nowadays, the Egyptian mythology. God literally says that the Egyptians have another god that is just one god that rules over them, and also does the same magic that he does.
That's that's what they believed in,
I
but
can't
it wasn't
I can't
true.
wait till the Gage gets on here to tell you about it because he's never read the Bible, but he thinks he knows everything about it. Gage, turn your camera on so we can see you, dick stick it.
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Turn your fucking camera on.
Yes.
Like, perfectly?
Turn your camera on.
Give me a fucking second. I didn't realize that this was also a video call.
Oh, really? You didn't? So you,
Yeah.
you haven't researched this podcast one time? I've been telling you about it for weeks now. Could have done your research,
We're
Gage.
we're, we're 60 episodes in.
61. 61
It says
episodes.
episode 61. Well, this is 61, so we're 60 episodes in as of right now.
Yeah.
Damn. I had no idea.
Turn your camera on.
Yeah, I have no place to put
Supposed to be
this.
here. Supposed to
Just
be here
hold it in your
6
hand.
episodes ago.
Hold it in your hand. Yeah, you're supposed to be on here on episode 55. You're here on 61. You're that late.
Damn.
Turn your camera on. Show them your face, Gage. Turn your camera on. We want to see you.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
It's one button. Come on, press it. We'll get him eventually, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe.
Gage, do you think? All right. So as actually we had a conversation about this like 2 days ago, Gage, just for like 2 minutes, where I was asking you questions about the Bible, and it was very clear that you've never even read the book. Does the Bible refer to there being other gods outside of the normal God?
Yes, they do.
There
Because
you
in the
go.
in the Bible it says
It's plural
plural
God.
gods at
Yeah,
some point. I remember that.
in Genesis, yeah, multiple times. So, anyways, all right. Now that we got you on camera, I just want to point out you look like Tom Hanks.
No, no, not really.
No, but you used to back in the day.
There we go. That'll work.
It's so gay. You actually watch anime?
You guys don't watch fucking anime? What's wrong with you?
Who? Alright, we don't need to get
Bro,
into
anime
this.
is the best, dude.
So about, what was it, 6 episodes ago, you said you were going to have a speech prepared. You still got that speech prepared?
I do not.
Can't believe this guy.
No, I actually do, but it's not perfected.
Well, you should start reading it. Nothing about the show is perfect.
Should I read it? Okay,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Alright, sweet.
Pulling it up right now. I also have my quote from the Bible. Maybe I should start with that first.
Oh yeah, Landon,
Um,
I didn't tell you, but I told Gage that we read the Bible in every episode, because we used to. So we got a Bible verse for us.
All right.
I'll read one out with you too. I got one picked. What's yours? Or start
Alright.
or start
Mine
with your
is
speech, whatever you want to do.
Isaiah prophesies about the coming of the Lord into Egypt. 19:1.
Okay.
Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and at the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it.
Nice.
Man, I seriously wonder why they did not just say, the gods are coming back. They might as well have, you know. They might as well have just said that.
I guess so. So anyways, I probably should have introduced you. Gage, welcome to the show, episode 61. Been waiting for you for so long.
6 plus 1 equals 7, so
6-7.
numerologically speaking, this should be a good show.
6-7.
Well, if you want to talk about episode 7 itself gave us probably the most trouble of any episode ever.
That's
So,
true, it did.
Maybe not.
It was 3 straight
But
hours of audio issues.
Before we even got to record, I thought it was me for like 2.5, almost 3 hours of audio issues trying to figure it out. 2 minutes after I told Thomas maybe it's you, he comes back and said, "I'm sorry, it's my fault."
Well, yeah, because for like,
It was you the whole time.
well, it was like the 3 previous episodes, we had consistently had the same audio issue on your end, and then it just so happened that it was on my end the one time. Shit happens.
But the one time it happened to you was probably like 5 times longer combined than all mine.
Yeah. So, Gage, what have you been up to? It's been a few years since we've last spoken.
No more houses burning down, so that's nice.
That's good.
Um,
It was a bit of a
I've
pattern
mostly been
for you.
wandering. I've been getting laid mostly,
I find that hard to believe, but
as
alright.
always. As always. I've also been getting not laid recently, so that's not
I believe
cool.
that.
That's about the update with me.
Alright, I believe where we last left off in real life, we were drinking lean in your grandma's basement.
Drinking lean in my grandma's basement that burnt down. Dude, I can't believe that's the last time you went to my house.
I still think about that sometimes, how like I will have no way to document the inside of your house ever for the rest of my life, but I know what it looks like. That interior of your house is seared in my brain, but I'll never be able to fully encapsulate that to anyone else. And your apartment. You know, I drove past those apartments every time I went shopping, from when I was literally a newborn baby to when I was like 20 something years old, and then I finally went in that apartment when you got one, and then it burned down. You should run us through what that was
Yeah,
like.
for real, you stopped by one time. One fucking time, and then not fucking 3 weeks later, this shit's ash.
Can you run us through
Like, what, dude?
Can you run us through what that was like? First person account,
Well,
frame by frame. What was going on in there?
I was on the phone with my friend Justin, alright? And this is where it all started. This is where it had all began. And I was just making a passive joke. I was like, "Hey, Justin, I had this gas mask because my brother had a gas mask, and I was making jokes with Justin. I was like, "Hey, Justin, my house is burning down, like being a fucking fool, like." It's burning down, and then literally 3 days later, it actually fucking burns down, and me and Justin are just looking back at it like, did we manifest that? Did we manifest that? Because we were joking about it, in a high vibration, because those are the rules of manifestation, which is part of my writing, actually. It's just teaching you how to manifest, mostly.
You should take us through that. Take us through all of your deepest knowledge really quick.
Okay. Okay, so this is a awakened writing. That's the only way I'd have to describe this. It's very awakened, and it's very like
Please tell us.
I don't have the actual 10 written, so this is a lot. Like for real, there's 13 pages of this.
Take us through them, man. I'd
Um,
love to hear it.
Well, what do you want to hear first? Do you want to hear all the dimensions in which the everything exists, or do
Look,
you want to hear
I don't
do you want
know.
to hear the 10 assurances you can make to guarantee a manifestation?
Look, I don't know what you got written down. I don't know what you got stored in your brain. I don't know all this mystical knowledge you got. Where do you think we should start? Lead us off with it.
I think we should start at the 10 assurances of a guarantee. So basically,
Okay.
what the concept behind this is these are all spiritual assurances that you can make, and if you make 10 of them, and if you do all 10 of them at some point, then your manifestation will be brought into the physical. So that's cool. I've been doing it a lot recently, and it has been working, so that's awesome. Um, if it says 10 assurances as a guarantee of a manifestation. If brought into
Okay.
the physical with mind, action, intentment,
hmm
enlightenment, which is, do you know what enlightenment is, Thomas? Do you know?
I feel like I've achieved it, yes.
Okay, okay. Enlightenment is the high vibration in which your body gets when you go through something spiritual. So basically, spiritual chills. If you've ever had spiritual chills before, that is another form of enlightenment.
Like the kind you get when you align your chakras.
Yes. So this is the type of enlightenment that Buddha was reaching. That's how you'd reach true enlightenment,
And
was
you
through
break the
being
cycle,
enlightened. Um,
right? The cycle of reincarnation. That's what he was trying to escape from.
yeah, that's a cycle, and that's a karmic trap in which we're all trying to escape, technically. But I think
Okay.
that as long as you're not evil, most people know if they're evil. If there's any evil listeners here today, go fuck yourself. And if you're a good soul and you're a good human, don't go fuck yourself. Those are my words of advice here today.
Okay. But
Um,
so keep taking us through that first thing you were on with intent and enlightenment and guaranteeing was a manifestation.
yes, yes. And within these three things, action and intentment, enlightenment, you also need to have certainty that your beliefs will manifest, um, and through the timing in which that is divine. So, meaning through which the timing that can happen, obviously. So with enlightenment, specifically, it gives our higher selves a reward cycle. Your higher self goes through a lot when you feel enlightenment and you get those spiritual chills because your higher self is connected to you. So there's actually a cord between you and your higher self that can allow you to become more enlightened and have more spiritual downloads than you could ever understand.
Okay.
Because our higher selves are often they can get stressed.
hmm
They're not just perfect. They're just like us. Um, so another thing is that the way our higher selves create this reality is called ordination. if you guys have heard of that term before. So ordination is basically like tying things. It's like
Okay.
tying these you can call them lines per se. It's by tying these lines that connect energetical points in another dimension. So basically, this is, like I said, this is a very awakened this is a very awakened topic. I don't know if most people are going to grasp it, but I'm trying my best to explain it very simply.
I think I'm picking up what you're putting down here, but it sounds like we're getting into dimensional talk, and you mentioned going through the dimensions earlier. Maybe you could walk us through your understanding of them, because I certainly understand at least the first three from an illustrative standpoint, but maybe you understand more.
Yeah, I can go through them. I don't know much about some of them, but I know a lot about others. So
Love
first,
to hear it.
first and foremost, first and foremost, we have the ethereal plane. So the
Okay.
ethereal plane is the plane that we know as our heaven. So that's basically the plane that um somewhat our heaven. It can be, but the ethereal is actually a dualistic layer of Earth.
All right.
Somewhat, obviously, maybe not by land masses, but just by the way things happen. Like there's food up there. You can partake in your earthly sinful desires. This is why I'm saying I don't think it matters if you're sinful. Another thing, I
Al-
think that
Almost
it
like what
does
people
not
think of
matter at all.
purgatory.
Continue your sins, people. Um, so that's the ethereal.
Okay.
So the causal, that's the next dimension,
All right.
is the higher plane of ordination. So that's the higher plane of where things can happen and higher beings know that this is what needs to happen if Earth is in trouble. So basically there's
Okay.
higher beings that are protecting us in this dimension
We're
that
talking
we
like
can't contact and we can't reach and we're basically always separated from.
we're talking like greater than Thanos.
Yeah, like they're the greatest of the great.
All right.
They're like up there with the divine, and with God.
They're like man, man, what's that chick from from Greek mythology that's like made the Earth? I don't know. She got some kind of name.
Greek mythology. I have no idea.
Yeah, you know what? Greek mythology's stupid. Let's get back to the dimensions. Oh, Gná, I think that was her name. Anyways,
Okay, so that's the next dimension I'm sure you'll all recognize. Um, it is called the ordination space. This is the space in which we are most tortured, of course.
all right.
Yes, this is the space in which the original ordination is completed and is the space in which our original lines can be tied. So this is the space in which our lives are created, basically. So this is the space in which I can start a energetical pull from some area to make sure my physical being is in that area at that time, basically. So I can draw, my higher self can draw a line to make sure my physical is in the potential reality of going to X, Y, and Z.
And is
So
that
that's
why we're
all
here
the
today?
ordinations, basically. Wait, what?
Is that why we're here today?
It could be. It could be.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Everything is done through ordination somewhat, so yeah, it could be.
Sounds like we need to delve a little deeper into what an ordination is. We keep talking about them, but I feel like we need to go in depth about what that is.
Yeah, yeah. It's hard for us to process because when our higher selves are ordinating for us, it's a very traumatic experience.
Okay.
And it is ghostly, I've heard. That's the best word you could use to describe it. It's ghostly. You feel like a ghost. Don't worry, people. If your higher selves are listening, you are not the ghost. You are very real. And this is Gage speaking to let you know.
Would you say it's more of like an out of body experience or like depersonalizing?
It can be an out-of-body experience and depersonalizing. So it can basically, if you get stuck in ordination, meaning if you have to ordinate something so complex to make like if you want something to happen, like if you wake up tomorrow and you say, I want to wear these red shoes, but these red shoes are in the back of my closet and I can't see them, you could really need to ordinate just you having the idea of going into your closet, for example, and then ordinating the idea of grabbing those specific type of shoes. So that's two ordination points in which you'd have to use and make just to get some shoes, for example. So things can be very difficult, and if you lose your like what you are in that, and you get stuck there for, let's say, hours to days to years possibly, if you're trying to ordinate something insane, like, you want to go on a fucking ark and like go on some crazy adventure, that could take years to ordinate, because that's for protection purposes. And so yeah, it can be depersonalizing for sure.
Okay. So I think that maybe set the groundwork for what ordinating is. Like, can you take us through some of the specifics? Like you mentioned, like going on an arc, or it seems like part of ordinating is like setting a goal and seeing your way to it. How do you get through that thing? How does your higher self navigate that trip?
Okay, so first and foremost, you see the potential reality. You can see the potential reality, and let's say you have the potential reality of going to a bar and meeting some cute chick, but your physical doesn't fucking know that. Your physical doesn't know that you need to go to a bar to meet this cute chick. So your higher self is seeing this and is like, whoa, there's a potential reality for a relationship here. So what you need to do now is you need to tie lines, and basically your higher self can meditate to give your physical self thoughts that you normally wouldn't receive. So first you can start with that, really. Like, you're gonna meditate to say, hey, should I go to the bar today? Boom, you get a thought. And then during your ordination, maybe you ordinate just going outside, and then you meditate again, and you have another thought. I really should just go to the bar. And that's when it's like, okay, I'm thinking of something twice today, so maybe something, as your physical would think, maybe something just wants me to go to the bar. This is when being spiritual really helps your higher self, and taking that meditation, just realizing, hey, why am I thinking about something multiple times today? So in your daily, please remember what you're thinking about multiple times, because it could be what your higher self is meditating on to make you think. Now, if you just realized that and went to the bar, you wouldn't have to ordinate it, you know? You could just realize that, hey, something wants me to go to the bar. It's probably me. I'm going to go to the bar. And then boom, you got yourself a girl. But ordination can be much, much more difficult if, per se, this girl is not just at the bar. If this girl is or it doesn't even need to be a girl, but I feel like love is the hardest thing to ordinate, so that's why I'm using it as this example. Love is the most difficult thing to ordinate. It's where our war is primarily. As humans, our war is in love.
So it sounds like ordinating is like a higher spiritual level of manifestation. Like people think manifestation, they think like if I want something bad enough, if I believe in it hard enough, it'll happen. But it sounds like you have to go to like a spiritual level for this. You have to tie ties to these things to bring them closer together to make sure these links happen, that things go on these paths, like something like that.
Yes, it's a very handheld way of manifesting, if you'd like to put it that way. It's actually a good way of saying it. It's a very
It's like spiritual
like
chess,
once you're done with that. Sorry, what?
like spiritual chess. It sounds like.
Yes, yes. And another thing is that people can try to our higher selves are always in a war with other higher selves too. That's another thing, is that people can try to cut off your line and make you need to reordinate, but that's what evilness is in the ordination space. But um there's even, I don't really like that there's always some way people can fuck up your masterpiece, per se. Like, if I've been ordinating something for 4 years and I'm just worried about this little fucking pipsqueak that wants to come and fucking cut across my line and then fuck me up, and then, oh no, I need to reordinate again after I just ordinated for 4 years. Like, no, no, dude, no. Those people in the ordination space do indeed get punished. So if you're one of them, listeners, beware. Don't cut off people's lines. It's not cool.
Okay. Wow, this is interesting. I never thought about life or spirituality on such a level like that. What else don't we know, Gage? I'm fascinated at this point.
Well, the next realm that you probably have never heard of heard of is called the physical realm. What?
Really?
What?
Never heard of that one
Now, this
before.
realm, there's a bunch of dickheads and douchebags that want to kill you. And they want to kill you because you say the right things. So be careful in this realm.
Yeah.
Anyways, the next realm is called the astral realm, which is our dream realm. So basically, the place we go when we are dreaming and where we can connect with other people still, and obviously there's other things that can lead you to this realm somewhat, but I think that the true way of going, the truest way of going, is either through death or through dreams. I say it's usually
Okay.
through dreams. I feel like this is just a portal. The astral is mostly just a portal to the ethereal or any other dimension.
Hmm.
I'm not sure. I don't know much about the astral for obvious reasons.
I
It's a
don't think
dream
anyone
realm.
does. Yeah. I think it's sort of meant to
And
be kept vague or elusive.
yeah, they're not. The astral realm, like, I just don't know if there's what are dreams? Like, I've had some dreams before, and it's just
Hmm.
like that doesn't even seem like I could create this in any way, shape, or form. So it's like, are we even creating our dreams? Because how would
I
my
think about
brain
that a
create
lot.
something that I've never seen before?
Yeah.
Because I swear that shit's happened to me.
It happens. Yeah, I can think of hundreds of dreams I've had throughout my life that are so vivid of places that I've never been, could never imagine, never seen anything like it before, never seen the people around me, but there's something concrete going on and they're experiencing it. And I wake up and I go, there's no fucking way I was just thinking of that unconscious.
yeah, yeah,
Somebody,
especially
wait,
unconscious.
wait. Can you explain this dream I had a couple years ago then where I met Rick Harrison for some reason? I hadn't watched Pawn Stars in like over a year. Why did I meet Rick Harrison in a dream one time? What does that represent? What does Rick Harrison mean?
I don't know if we got a dream teller here, but I,
I mean, he seems like an expert. What
yeah,
does what does Rick Harrison in a dream mean? That's just a random thing I remembered.
yeah, it could be manifesting like money. You want to make a deal on something.
Maybe I was just dreaming of him and his shiny bald head. I don't know.
Could be. I don't know. I maybe Rick Harrison owns his own like what if the ethereal realm, right, is like a server, right, where you can or like you know how like video games will have their own servers and like each one's like a different thing that people make in the game. What if like people have their own like tiers or like servers in this ethereal realm, right? Like what if Rick Harrison has a Pawn Star server in the ethereal realm, right? Like what if it's that connected? Gage, what do you think?
I say anything's possible in this in the ethereal. Personally, it's just like Earth, so there's a lot of memes circulating right now. The best memes in the ethereal are comprised of dualism, if you know what that word means. So basically, dualism is something happening in one area that happens in another. So meaning, if I walk up to some if I do something in on Earth that's like absolutely retarded,
Most things.
I could probably do the same up in the ethereal, and it would just be fucking hilarious.
Okay.
Just because it happened twice, you know. So
Okay.
that's kind of the humor up there. Is like if you're gonna make a meme, it's gonna be a meme about awakenment, meaning you know what you're doing here. Like it's kind of a YOLO thing in the ethereal. Just like
Huh.
not like it's an actual YOLO because they know that it's not a YOLO, but it's just like do whatever the fuck you want here because it's funny. Like seriously, if anyone gives you trouble, just say fucking anything. Because the physical is the place where you can just fucking go off.
Okay. That's May as well be.
Just be dangerous, folk.
Some people certainly choose to be. Mankind, for example, probably one of the most dangerous people to ever live. Flew 20 feet off that Hell in a Cell through the announcement table, broke his jaw, cracked
Darby
some
Allen.
ribs.
What about Darby Allen, Tommy Boy? What do you think about Darby Allen?
Didn't he play baseball or something?
Darby Allen's that
I'm
dude from
kidding.
AEW who does the
Yeah,
coffin drop.
yeah. Kind of drawing a blank on him right now, honestly.
The dude who paints a skeleton on his face. Skateboards.
Okay. Yeah.
The one that fumbled Gigi Dolan.
Oh, how could you? Gage, we need to get you into the
Little
world of
married.
pro wrestling. We need to take you to a wrestling show sometime so you can just see what it's like.
It'll be over
Dude,
for him if you see Megan Bain.
Yeah. Man.
Megan Bain.
You know what, Gage? Whenever you see me and Landy Boy here and our friend Sean, who isn't on the show, we're starting our own wrestling company, right? I'll invite you out to one of the shows one day. Whenever we're touring up in Illinois, I'll get you front row tickets. You can see me absolutely shit on someone, dude. Main event of that night, I'll be hitting a flying headbutt off a steel cage. I don't know, something crazy. I'll be wearing one of these
Swanton
masks
Bomb.
behind me. Yeah.
fucking shit, I'm down. I don't fucking have a car, but man, I'm down.
I'll get you a
That's
limo to the arena, dude. It'll be cool.
midget
We'll give you
wrestling, though?
VIP.
I love midget
We'll
wrestling.
give you backstage access. Whatever it is.
Shit, you might even get
You want us to hook
backdoor
you up with a
access to
midget?
the women's locker room for 5 minutes and then get kicked out. I don't know.
Do you want us to hook you up with a midget, Gage? We'll get you a midget if that's what you're into.
We got connections to midget wrestling. We'll get you one.
No, I just need blonde women. Give me all your blonde women.
We can get you a
I'm a
blonde midget,
blonde
dude.
women gremlin.
Shykayla.
Sean's got connections, apparently, allegedly, to the owner of Micro Wrestling here in Pigeon Forge. So
He's also got connections to the owner of a strip joint in Indianapolis. So there's that. Anyways,
Do I even want to ask how many viewers are on right now?
about 13,000.
This is pre-recorded. This is pre-recorded, by the
Oh
way.
well, yeah. It goes out to a
I'm
lot.
not gonna. We're not gonna lie to the man.
Yeah. Anyways, what else you got to tell us about Gage? I feel like you got some more knowledge in there.
I do, in
All
fact.
right, I can't wait
So
to hear it.
this is the realm in which the Norse wrote about. So do you know about Valhalla?
Yeah,
Do
of
you guys know
course.
about Valhalla? Okay, so Valhalla is the realm in which all heroes go to lay to rest and be in peace.
Hmm.
Um, so if you've been in a war or if you've died heroically, this is the realm you'd basically go to, and that's called the Asaic realms. So the Asaic realms.
All
I
right.
think that's how you pronounce it. Asaic realms, something like that.
Sure.
Um,
Oh, ASIC.
but
That's that. Yeah.
Asic, is that what it's
I
called?
believe that's how they pronounce it. Because they got like the
Um,
Aesir gods and like something else. Yeah. Aesir and Vanir.
so is that the realm that is just peace? Because that's always what I thought. Like maybe like what if that is just peace, like the straight up just peace?
I always thought it was more like You ever watch Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yes.
You know when he does his like spirit thing, and then you see the line of all the other Avatar souls like wrapping around talking to him. I always figured it was something like that. It was just a bunch of like buff Viking dudes that died, just being like, "Yeah, we're big, we're buff, we're Vikings, we died, hell yeah." Just waiting for the next dude to show up, and they're like, "Ah, whatever." I don't know what Nordic
Yeah,
people do. I just feel like they get drunk and fight, and that's like their whole culture.
dude, that's what I'm saying. Though, like Norse mythology scares me. That's the only mythology that ever scares me, just because it's like it's recent and it's like the last of the gods. Like, why is that the last of the gods? It's just them all fighting each other and dying. Like, compared to like Egypt or like Greek or like any other time there's ever been gods, they've been a bit more classy with it. I don't like that that's the most recent.
Yeah, I mean, like Greek, Greek mythology is like Zeus was horny, 8 million people died, right? And then Norse mythology is like actually well written out and like involves lots of spiritual and dimensional levels like you're talking about, and they got all sorts of spooky, scary creatures up there.
Yeah, I
They,
don't
they're
like
like
that
they do like
fucking.
shadow magic. Yeah, yeah. I feel like you
I
know
don't
how to
like that
cast a spell.
priests were involved.
Oh yeah.
Priests were involved in the writing of Norse mythology. Like, what? Should we trust these people? Should we trust these people?
I mean, if maybe.
Dude, I swear this could be like a book material, like all that what we're talking about, dude. Just fucking.
Honestly, dude, I
That's what we
think
need to get
I,
on.
I I think if you did trace back some of the like the origins of Norse mythology to like where it was originally written, all the people involved in it, exactly what they were doing, if you could get that specific with it, like their day-to-day lives, how they chronicled all this, I think that'd be a fascinating book series. Or what
Yeah,
you're talking about with dimensions and time points and divinations and whatnot, that you could be a millionaire off that, dude. You should get to writing.
yeah, and especially because I've seen this 10, 10, 10 assurances to manifestation. I've seen this work in my life so well. Like, so well. I'll give you an example of a couple assurances. Let's just be real quick with it. For example, the Buddha, if you guys, obviously you guys know who the Buddha is,
Mm-hmm.
he would
It's that fat dude
receive
I stack coins on
rewards.
at the Chinese restaurant.
Wait, what?
It's that fat dude I stack coins on at the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, yeah, that guy, yeah.
Yeah.
he uh he would receive rewards from fasting. So I listed fasting as one of the assurances to manifestation here, and this was the one that really pulled through for me. Like, for a long period of time, where it was like every time I fasted respectfully, the rule of fasting is that you must not speak of it, and the universe can reward you, but you just must be humble. That's the only thing about fasting, is that you cannot tell people you are fasting. So a lot of people don't know this, and a lot of people, this needs to be, this actually does probably need to be taught by a monk or someone that knows it, because that's the only way, like, you can tie a reward with respect, is by knowing how to be respectful towards it, which is literally just not speaking it. So.
Thinking of things like this almost makes me wonder like how much of like religious scriptures is just spirituality at the end of the day, because you'll see in the Bible like God will say fast for this many days and I'll do this, or do this, I'll do that, right? But a lot of times he'll say, but don't speak of it to anyone, or if he does, he'll say only speak of it to this person. So it could be that you do things without telling people, you carry these silent battles, good things happen to you. It could be one and the same. I don't know. What do you think? There's a tie there?
I think I think
Smells
that
right.
all of spirituality really needs to be more it needs to have more contrast to it, if that makes sense. Like, there needs to be people that understand the depth of each, like, if, like, as if spirituality was geometry. They need to understand each corner and be able to draw it themselves. Like, that's the type of people that change the world, is when you can understand the spiritual concept to the level where you can basically paint it for other people. Um, but
Okay.
I
Oh,
feel like that's another a point of ordination too, is that you need to step back in your ordinating and really sit back and just tie what you need to tie as tight as you can. So make sure there's no space, people. I'm sick of seeing the space. I don't need to see it.
I think earlier we were going through what do you call them? The 10 steps to manifestation, and I think we got kind of caught up at that last one there. So can we like go through all the steps?
Yeah, yeah, all the steps, yeah. Um,
Yeah, I don't think we got through them all. We got to. I'm kind of drawing a blank on the word because I'm really high right now. What was that last that we were just talking about?
um,
It was fine if you remember.
ordination?
Ordination, yeah. I think we got caught up on ordinations when we were going through all the steps of assurance and manifestation or whatever. So I feel like maybe we should go through that whole list because I don't think we got through it. I think we got to ordinations and got kind of caught up on that.
Um, well, that was one of the assurances. I said that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you want me to do the next one or go into more detail?
Well, I think we got into a lot of detail about ordination, but we never went full circle back to all the rest of the steps of manifestation after that, all the assurances. So I feel like maybe we should finish that off, get a little back on track with that.
Yeah, next thing is fasting. Oh no, sorry, I said that. Next thing is the most obvious. It is the most obvious assurance. And it should be respected. All of these should be respected.
Obviously.
Because these are all think about it, something still needs to ordinate your reward for these things for your
Hmm.
manifestation to be true. So you're not doing it, it's something else doing it. Remember that with your manifestation, something
Right.
else is bringing this to you. You're not doing it. That's another thing that these spiritual people think, is that they're doing it. Like, no, the universe is doing it. Give them more props. The divine is doing it. Give the divine more props, more than just props for the divine. Like, it's not you that's doing it. You're not a god. You're not. Some spiritual people, they just, I swear, they have a god complex, but don't
Oh
actually
yeah.
speak of it. Like,
Lots of
no,
it.
you
Yes.
can't just be the one doing all this. I'm sorry, that's not how it works.
Okay.
Um, Next thing, this is another thing that Buddha would do. He would pray to the unknown, which is to him the universe. So you can pray to God, or you can pray to the universe. This is another assurance here, but I don't like to say that it's just an assurance because it needs to be respected.
Okay.
So what you must do and how you pray properly, no matter whom you are praying to, is you need to feel remorse for what it is that creates the prayer and manifests it, and you also need to feel gratefulness. So grace. You need to feel grace and remorse, and your prayer will be complete.
Okay.
So that's the second assurance. Obviously, no one wants to hear me go on a 30-minute tangent about praying, since we all know about it. So I'll get to the third one here.
I mean, you can.
Um,
I'm totally fine with it. Whatever you feel like doing.
um, I have had many, many, many prayers come true. And I have felt like I have saved like companies and people. So if you see a company that like is really worthwhile, I swear I helped the company by praying. I prayed that they had a certain type of something, and then they did. It was like 3 months later, and it was awesome. And I was like, wow, my prayer worked perfectly. And
Okay.
it was like it's just, man, I swear things like that can help people. And that's because what if God actually wants to help us, or the universe? What if the universe wants to help us and we can't, and they can't help us without some reasoning? What if there just needs to be a reason for us to have help, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what if, like the universe just needs a reason? It can't just be implemented, unfortunately. Um,
I
or even with
I think
God,
that
like
goes. Yeah.
God
Right.
doesn't know what you want.
Yeah. I mean, I think we see that. In literature and scriptures and in religion and whatnot. Everything has to have a reason why. There has to be some sort of a want for it to happen.
Yeah, they. Another thing is that things can be fuck,
Constructed.
constructed
Yeah.
but things should not be fabricated. So do you know the difference between constructing something with your bare hands and having something be fabricated and given to you?
Of course, yeah.
So it's basically like, let's say you make your own house versus someone else builds your house for you and gives it to you. Which one are
Yeah,
you going to feel better about?
the one I build myself.
Of course, and that's exactly how prayer and manifestation works. If you just have a manifestation given to you, it's gonna be fabricated. You're not gonna want it. It isn't just like, oh, all these manifestations should be implemented. No, no, no. We need to create these manifestations so that they're not fabricated and that they are created by us. Because even though the definition of fabrication is manufactured, it's a synonym to manufacture. That doesn't mean that if I'm creating something and I'm quote unquote manufacturing it, that it's not still much more powerful to me as a person, and can allow you to feel joy and feel a pride about creating it. So even in that definition, manufactured is probably the wrong terminology, but I think the best word to describe it is just your creation versus something that's given. You know.
Yeah, I completely get your point on that, and going back to the prayer part of it, uh, I don't think I've mentioned particularly as such as for when you've been on the episode so far, but slightly before that, I mentioned that I've been doing like a cover to cover read through of the Bible, and also as such, been saying prayers a little more than I ever do. And yeah, like when the things I pray for start to come true, or I'll like pray for a certain thing to happen, to get closer with a certain person, or whatever, and then you see those things start happening. You definitely feel some gratefulness for it. You also feel, like that like power behind the universe, or that sort of, I don't know if you call it that fear of it, but that like, there's something here that yeah, there's a feeling to it both ways. It's, empowering and weakening at the same time. It's 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 an interesting feeling for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Another thing, a prayer tip. Um, Most people, I feel like you can pray anyway, but if you are asking for something that is just absolutely like selfish, um, I do recommend praying on your knees. That it seems like a Muslim concept almost, but it actually makes a lot of sense to pray on your knees, because then that is respectful, even if you don't feel gratefulness or you don't feel remorse. You being on your knees, in my opinion, I'm not God, but in my opinion, it would make up for it. Um, if you want to take it really simply. And I think that, and I don't know if you guys have ever read the Bible verse, prayer and fasting will cure all diseases, but it says something very, very similar. So this is why they are the first two that I've written about, is because prayer and fasting just go together like fucking hand in hand. And I think what it's implying that you should do there is pray for your health whilst fasting. So there's another Bible quote that states that no person should be fasting for more than 3 to 5 days. Um, and the reason why it talks so much about fasting in the Bible is because of it cleanses you. It cleanses your bloodstream. It gives you rewards as long as you don't
Hmm.
talk about it. And then, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a fasting reward, because you guys probably haven't, but they're very, very, very obvious. like, like literally, like every single time I fast, I get a reward, and it's just right after, and it's blatant, and it's just like, wow, okay, I don't even know how that was possible. Um, so, do you guys want to get into the possibilities of this more? Like, how does this work, or should we get into that later, and should I just list these things for now?
However you'd like to get into them, you can, but I do want to circle back to one thing that you actually just made me think about, something I never really considered before, which was praying on your knees, and that it might make your prayers better. I never really thought about this before. I think what might, you know make your prayers more empowering when you're on your knees is that you're putting yourself in your most vulnerable position. When you're on your knees, you're pretty much at your slowest to your feet. Even from if you're laying over, you can roll up to your feet very quickly. Whatever. On your knees, it takes the longest to get up to your feet. You're putting yourself in a very vulnerable position. You're open from all angles, and you're, I guess, quite literally putting yourself at the mercy of the Lord, or whatever you're praying to above you while you're in that position. So yeah, almost like symbolically, you're putting yourself out there. You're weakest to pray for something.
Yeah, showing your vulnerability definitely is the strongest part of being a person. Is realizing that you know you as long as you're vulnerable to, well, even just people, as long as you're vulnerable to people will see that as strong. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But to God, especially, like God is what we are. God has experienced all the levels of all the emotions from everything we've ever experienced, and probably every single way you could possibly experience them. And that's because it's probably a headache to make the universe.
One could only
I would
imagine.
assume.
Yeah.
But the question really remains, like, what did God go through? What did Yahweh go through?
That's a fantastic question. Because, even starting off the Bible, right? It's just like, all right, God was there, and he went, all right, I'm gonna make a world. He started stretching out this little thing of water. He was like, all right, let's put some land here. He started from there. What the fuck was he doing before that? What was on page -1 of the Bible?
Yeah, like like even just what dimension was he in? Like, was he
Right?
in the etheric plane? Was he in like
Well,
what other plane connects to this besides the ordination space that can create things?
I mean, if you take the creation of the earth in the Bible very literally, it's he's starting under this massive, like, we don't know what's in this world that God lives in, but it seems like he lives in some sort of a world with a massive ocean which he can control. And then he went to the depths of that ocean and brought up this little bubble of air under there and sealed it, and then started building the earth like inside that bubble. And he was controlling it from there. So, we could assume from, what they say about the waters above and how the light shines through it to make the stars and whatnot, that God lives in some sort of big water world way up there in the sky. I don't know what that is, but maybe God's a big fish. Maybe he's like a massive dolphin that figured out he could blow a bubble under a rock, and we're all just bacteria living under that rock, and he's going, that shit's cool.
That sounds a bit too simple, but man, if only. I bet that's what he'd think of that. Man, if only it was that fucking easy.
Yeah, if only. It is pretty cool to think that, by all religious scriptures, we're sitting on a bunch of rocks surrounded by water inside a bubble under a bunch of water. You know? I mean, how did the physics of that work? I'm not a physicist, but it blows my mind.
Well,
Well,
I
I
feel
guess
like in any other
it's
dimension but
godly
here, there's
magic, I
probably
guess.
infinite physics.
Yeah. I mean, if you're God, you can literally just invent new physics. You could be like, oh, wait, that doesn't fit in my current rules. It does now. And it'll just figure itself out.
Dude, fucking gods are scary. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Is there a real god? Is there?
Most likely.
I know who a
Seems
real
like
god
it.
is.
Big old G-Man's up there.
How do you feel, Thomas? What if the divine is staring directly into your face right now, Thomas? What would you have to say to him?
I'd probably apologize for being on mushrooms right now. I'd maybe ask to get a real sample of what his voice sounds like for when I read the Bible, because whenever I read the Lord's voice in the Bible, I read it in Kratos' voice.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I just imagine Kratos from God of War reading out the Lord's part of the Bible, like whenever he's speaking to someone. I just put Kratos' voice in, like in part of that. So, like if God could like speak down to me in his big booming voice that he allegedly has, and I could hear, what that sounds like in place of Kratos, that'd be pretty cool. And then
Tricks on you.
I guess
Tricks on
I'd
you. God's a chick.
yeah, and then I guess I'd probably have to apologize for putting the voice of another god in place of his in his book, but I gotta read it in somebody's voice, so I might as well choose like the most masculine, bulky, strong, godly one that I can imagine. If anything, that should be more of an honor than a dishonor, but I don't know how he feels about it.
Yeah, I feel like since we all are God, God is in our own voice. So I feel like if anything, God could probably sound more like your voice than anything.
Like me
That's fucking
specifically?
trippy. I mean, I feel like God's voice can appear to you in any way, really. I mean, you could take God's voice as just being nature calling to you, that could still be God's voice to, someone else who lives in rural areas
Like
and
like when I'm
has.
walking through the forest, right, and the trees start speaking Vietnamese to me, that could be God speaking Vietnamese, not the PTSD flashbacks.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah.
I'll have to tell my great grandpa about that.
What if it's God, Grandpa? What if it's God?
Exactly. He'd probably go talk to the trees more often. He'd be more like the Lorax if he wasn't dead.
Gramps, the trees love you. They miss you. They've been telling me dearly.
Oh man, now you just want to make me prank a senior citizen. This isn't okay.
And you gotta remember, Thomas, God did create the mushrooms that you are on currently. So is he speaking to you? Is he speaking to you through them?
Is God telling me
Hmm?
to make an elderly person schizophrenic? I don't know.
Is that when you give an elderly person a bunch of acid and walk away?
No, it's when you tell him that the Vietnamese speaking trees are actually just God, and he speaks that corrupted language of the communists.
Oh, I see. I see.
Just
I
just just fuck their
understand.
whole belief system up.
I really hope there's no Vietnamese people offended right now.
No, dude, I hope
We're
there
sorry,
I
is.
don't.
Vietnam. We're
I,
sorry.
dude, I saw this YouTube video of this what was it? Yeah, it was a Vietnam vet, and he was talking about like going into foxholes and stabbing Viet Cong people, and he literally had this one story about like watching like the life drain out of this guy's eyes, and he goes, I knew in that moment that whatever God he prayed to is fake as hell.
Uh, spooky.
Maybe.
That's fucking spooky.
I think that dude's just a. I'm not gonna say a patriot. I think most wars are kind of unjustified, and we do them for not good reasons. But you know, he thought he was good. Can't blame him. Gage, what do you think is the most justified war we've ever had in human history?
The most justified war we've had in human
Yeah, what
history.
do you think was the most necessary conflict we've ever had?
Um. Ooh. um. Probably Revolutionary War.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. That still seems biased, so I don't know if I can even say that.
I don't think the Revolutionary War was nearly as cool as people think it was. Like, I feel like people imagine like 9 straight years or whatever it was of like just cannons firing, muskets firing. Nah, dude, the British were sending over like three, four, five ships at a time, and it took them 9 months to get across the sea. So it was like, they send them across, 9 months would go by, right? And they go, okay, well, they're probably here by now. Another 9 months would go by, they wouldn't come back, so they'd go, okay, they must have fail to, retake over our colonies there, let's just send some more. So I'm sure from the British side, it was just like, well, there he goes. Oh, maybe he's back. Yeah, so I feel like from the British side, it was just, every like 18 months or so, they were like, we'll just send some more ships, I guess. We'll see. We'll keep trying to retake over that stuff. Seems like they're not too happy with us. And meanwhile, the Americans like, is that another fucking British ship? How many have we taken down? And they just shot that one down again. I bet it was something more like that than what we think it was.
Yeah, that does not sound very eventful or even like righteous for war. That just sounds kind of fucking awkward, honestly.
It does. Because, like, think about it, right? You're sending millions of people over. Well, I mean, at that point, like tens of thousands of people over to start this, expansion of your country in this unsettled land that, only has red-skinned savages in it. And they're like, Britain sucks. We're just gonna take this. What the fuck is a ship gonna do? They have a country. What are they gonna do? Move?
They're still sitting in the fruits of their labor. That was 300 years ago.
Yeah.
Sorry, British people. Not trying to be offensive.
Full offense to British people because we took a British Unqualified show off the air not too long ago.
Wait, what?
So when we started this show, we didn't really do any research into if there was another podcast called The Unqualified Show. Turns out there was. So, we started posting, found out like a weekend, oh, there's another podcast with the same name. Well, we ended up doing better than them, and they deleted everything on their channel. And then, probably 3 or 4 months ago at this point, these two British teenagers started a podcast called The Unqualified Podcast. And then in their second episode, they're like, yeah, so we found out there's another podcast that already has this name, and they're already doing stuff, so we're probably going to change the name. And then they quit making content after that. So, full offense to British people.
Damn, you sunk 2 battleships, bro.
Yeah, one Australian and one British. We're fighting
Damn,
both
dude,
sides
you're the
of the boat.
fucking... You guys fucking won the name, bro. There's even lore behind the fucking podcast. Are you kidding?
We've literally beat 2 countries for this name.
Oh shit. That's fucking good shit considering you got wrestling too. You're gonna be beating all countries. This is America superior.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Americans.
Dude,
just wait till we're doing our first international tour. We're in, like, Azerbaijan. We invite a local wrestler onto the stage just to kill him in a squash match because they probably don't have any, laws against murder in Azerbaijan.
It's like, who needs those?
Right?
Laws against murder.
Oh.
Might as well just be laws against nothingness.
Gage, I think you might not know anything about pro wrestling at all. I think you would be really into Ugandan sperm wars. It's this wrestling. It's a wrestling company from Uganda, and they do mud wrestling, which is it's like professional wrestling, but instead of a ring, it's in the mud. And it's just these skinny, just starving Africans beating the ever-living shit out of each other for what must be equivalent or quite literally be like chicken feathers for pay.
In front of like 30 people.
Maybe like 60 at their big events.
Yeah.
Admission price is probably like a chicken's foot or like the trimmings of a goat claw or goat hoof. Like, I don't imagine they got much currency around there.
Are we bringing the fucking Coliseum back, Thomas? Is that what you're implying? Is that what we're doing?
I mean, are we gonna say that modern stadiums are not like way cooler than the Coliseum? I mean, the Coliseum, like, okay, for being like 4,000 years old or whatever it is, and being made of concrete with literally no reinforcement and still standing, brilliant. But like the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, are we not going to pretend that's not cooler?
Beautiful.
I'm just saying, like if one day Mercedes-Benz is like, you know what, we're gonna have a naval battle in our field, and then it's gonna be a 3-on-1 man versus lion fight. Dude, I'd be into that.
Doesn't sound too shabby if you have a death wish.
I'm just saying, like where did that go? You know, like modern men, like they're scared of spiders. You know, like they see like a daddy long leg and they go, oh no, I don't want to touch it. Spiders are scary. Dog, we used to go into arenas and shit and fight lions because there was some hot bitch in the crowd with some big tits we wanted to see later.
Dude, I want to know how dating worked a long time ago. Was
I'd
it better?
I'd bet it was very rapey. I mean, not in white cultures, but you know, everywhere else.
But like, were the women like all like, man, you can't be a dom, but you can't be, no, you can't be a dom, you can't be lower than a dom, you can't be a sub, but you can't not be a sub. And then they're just like, okay, no, you gotta be exactly perfect at this time or you will not have me. Do you really think they were like that? Dude, I swear that's how they are now. Like, you have to be perfect, like, at just some exact point. Like, just at some exact point, you have to be the fucking goddamn man. Like just at one point in the conversation, like, you have to make yourself
Mhm.
seem like you're a company and you're just protrusively showing your gigantic ass cock that actually isn't even that big because you got to go out there and be like, my cock's huge, when in reality it's not that huge, and then you feel like a fake your whole life.
That's why I rarely ever bring up that I'm packing 7 inches because I am, and if I feel like if I talk about it more, then you know it gets smaller. But if I don't talk about it, it just gets bigger, and it's you know.
Your dick's got to teach you humbleness.
I mean,
Just fucking like,
it does because like I want to brag about how big it is, but I feel like you know, if I'm like going out to a club telling 30 bitches that I'm rocking 7 inches over here, and then they're like, let's see, and they're like, you know, all shoving me into the bathroom, like, you know, 30 deep trying to see it, like, I'm get stage fright, I'm gonna pull out like a 5, you know, like a semi hard. Whereas, like, you know, a little like one-on-one thing, I don't even gotta tell a chick how big it is, and then she's like, oh my god, how big is it? And then I hand her a tape measure, and she goes, 7, oh my god, right?
dude, you know how I think it should work? I think it should literally just be like, hey, you like the same thing I like? What? We both listen to music? Huh? And then boom, sex with music the entire time. That's all it should be. It should literally be like, wait, you listen to this artist too? Boom, sex.
I think that's literally what
That's what it should
raves are
be.
for.
That's what I'm saying. I love rave chicks. Rave chicks. You're fucking
Well,
awesome.
they all got
If there's any
STDs.
rave chicks, listen.
Like the most mild you'll find at a rave is yeast infection. You still don't want that. I mean, like best case scenario, if you fuck 3 chicks at a rave, you're coming home with chlamydia.
This is what the ethereal is for. Like, on God, this is what the ethereal is
I
for.
don't
So
think the
I can go to
ethereal.
raves and not need to worry about it.
I, I don't think the ethereal realm can cleanse chlamydia from your bloodstream. I,
No, no,
I think
no,
you need
no.
a
But there
doctor for
is
that.
no chlamydia because we're all just energy circulating. That's awesome. That's formed. It's formed energy. People, stop being scared. You're not a ghost. It's just formed energy. You're real. Hear my words. Do you see my hands, people? They're real. They're real. And I, at one point, thought I was not. No, I'm joking. But
I don't know if you are.
you're not a ghost. Don't worry, people.
Only people named
Sorry,
Casper are canonically ghosts.
I just need to give awakened etheric advice to our people.
Okay. Man, I don't know why, but
Landon, what do you think about these things? What do you think about these things, Landon?
I mean, it's certainly an ideology.
Definitely, yeah, no, it's definitely
It,
idealistic
it,
for sure.
I mean, it is one of the ideologies to ever exist. I mean, it certainly is out there.
All right, Landon. Of all the things that we've been talking about tonight with our partner here, Gage, what
Mm.
to you has stuck out the most?
I mean, I've mentioned on the show many, 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 many times. I'm a man of God. I'm a Christian. I follow the teaching of Jesus Christ. I'm just putting it out there. I think the part about praying and like not being selfish with it is something that like really has stuck out to me. I mean, like everybody falls into that feeling of like praying for things they, probably would be better off or don't need per se.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of those. I feel like there are things I've prayed for in the past that are a bit selfish or a bit
Yeah, I'm sure
self-centered.
you've sent out a prayer for like a limited edition WWE figurine before.
Uh, no, a lot of like you mentioned, like for a, like not necessarily uh
Yeah.
make whoopee with a girl, but like for just like the returned feelings of crush before
Uh huh.
few times. I feel like looking back, I'm glad that didn't come true. Tommy Boy knows what I'm talking about
Oh yeah.
specifically. A
Yeah.
solid 2 or 3 months
Yeah.
praying for a sign if I should or shouldn't, and
Yeah. I
in
almost
the
got caught
end,
up in
it
that
didn't work
too.
out. Thank God.
Thank God for
In the
both
end,
of
it
us.
didn't. So praise the good
Praises
Lord
up.
above that did not work out.
We both
But
dodged a
yeah, that
bullet.
that that part, yeah, that part really did stick out to me. The part about like uh the prayer, like selfish with it, and like to have those feelings of gratefulness for the ones that do come true.
Hmm.
That part really does stick out to me. Everything else doesn't really line up with like my religion, my ideologies. But like the part about praying, I do feel like that could go for literally anybody.
Okay.
That part I will say is like I do like.
Gage, why are we staring at
Love
your
that
hat
part.
right now? Are we trying to like dissect the molecules right now? Are we trying to see
Uh,
the atoms
I'm
of your hat?
sorry, Landon. Your mic is like way quiet for me. So I don't know if that's with you too, Thomas. But
No,
yeah, his mic is pretty quiet for me.
I think that's definitely just on your end.
Another thing though is what is most important in my opinion above grace is remorse. Remorse for the divine. If you're praying directly to God, meaning Yahweh, I think that remorse is more important than gratefulness. Just be unless I feel like with the universal prayers, like if you're praying to the universe, that's the time where it's like you might need more grace because the universe isn't necessarily going through potentially trauma to bring your prayer to you. I feel like God could be going through trauma to get certain prayers to people, prayers that are deep enough,
Yeah.
um, prayers that can be implemented. For example, this is another reason why they always say pray for your family, pray for the people around you, pray for your protection. These are the most important type of prayers. These are the prayers that are always taken seriously. So, um, gratefulness and remorse, people, don't forget it. It's the lesson here.
Yeah. Again, something I never really thought of that you just brought up. Saying that God probably feels more pain and goes through more trauma for us and whatnot. I think that would probably be true because if you follow the scripture that like that the Lord and Jesus are one and the same, and that Jesus is more or less just an extension of God in a human form or whatever, then yeah, like he went all the way down to the workers of the local brothels, to the highest priest, to everyone in in all the lands, and felt their sins. And yeah, so I'd say yeah, God probably fights more of those traumatic battles in the overall universe. The universe probably more of a I like to think of like praying to the universe like a karmic battery. There's people drawn from it, there's people putting into it, and you're somewhere in that level, either drawing or putting, but it's like a battery. I don't know. It makes sense, right?
Yeah, I I have a very vague feeling of how it could be to be something that's in that much control. And I have to say, like, if I was him right now, it's like I would be That would be fucking um really trying to make sure that my people have the ability to manifest on their own. Because think about it, because then there doesn't need to be a prayer. You can self physically ordinate. So
Mhm.
that's another thing we forget about too, is that we are we are here to physically ordinate. We're not just here to leisure. We're here to go above and beyond so that our higher selves aren't always stressed and therefore God, you know? Because if,
Yeah,
if if
yeah.
we are all God, all of our higher selves are God, and that's kind of fucking scary. Because if we're all struggling just trying to create something, how the fuck long did God struggle before he created something, let alone everything?
Hmm. I mean, God's even struggled with his own creation sometimes. He had to wipe out the earth, just to start over. But shit, I'm losing my track now. I was just thinking about something. I'll probably come back to it.
Yeah, I still have 8 more assurances to list off. I don't know.
We can go through them.
Maybe we should do these on separate podcasts because this feels like it could be like a good podcast just for these two.
I mean, we are sort of getting to the end of our time slot here, so if you want to save this for another episode, we'd love to have you on again. This has been truly maybe the best episode in our whole history.
Yeah, no, this episode has sounded very, very, very well. I like Landon's comments. I like your questions.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
very,
that
very
another
talkative.
thing is we could. Sorry, what, Thomas?
He's very talkative, yeah.
And we should have questions from the viewers. Viewers, if you have a way to contact us, drop some questions below. I'll be happy to answer them. I'm sure they will too. I'd be happy.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll bring up
I
some of
remember
those
the
for the
last
next one.
podcast I was on, the viewers were able to ask a lot of questions, and it skyrocketed. It like the views skyrocketed just from the people being able to ask the questions they wanted during the live stream. So that's another big thing that we could do.
Hmm. Certainly. Okay, well, you got any remarks you want to sign off with?
Um, I did actually leave myself a note here.
Okay.
Um, dude, my phone is at 1%. I am so glad this did not die during this. Whoa.
Yeah, it's crazy how things work out.
Yeah, yeah, literally. Um, I would say another thing real quick is that you guys gotta well, not you guys specifically, but everyone needs to make sure that their prayers are physically implementable. So meaning that it actually does matter the words you use to pray. So meaning if I pray and I say I would like a pony, for example. If I
Hmm.
want a pony, I say, I shouldn't be praying, hey God, can you give me a pony? Or, something like that. I should be praying for me to be in the vicinity of a pony first. Like, could I meet a pony? Could I, or you could go the other way. You could go the money route. You could go, hey, can I, would you give, like, God, may you give me an opportunity to create more wealth? Boom, that's a prayer that's implementable. But it can't just be like what you want. Like, for example, like, it can't just be, oh, I pray for, I want a supercar. It can't
Right.
just be like that.
Yeah.
That's another thing that's why people think prayers aren't real, is because they just pray for, oh, I want more blank, I want this. And like, no, it can't
Right.
just be like that. It needs to be, you need to be respectful, and you need to pray for, it needs to make sense. Like, if you are on the other end of that prayer trying to make that prayer happen, it needs to be physically possible. Like, your
Yeah.
prayers,
Yeah.
they're not getting discarded, people. I promise you, they're not getting discarded. You just need to use better words.
I totally get that. Yeah, because if you're praying for a specific thing, that's almost like greed. Like you want that like controlled thing to happen exactly like that. You want to get exactly that, whatever. when what you should be praying for is the opportunity to put yourself in those positions, to do the work for yourself,
Yes.
to get there. You just need to pray that you're put in the position to do that for yourself. I think those are very wise words. And and I appreciate having you on today. Thank you so much for finally showing up. Episode 61
Of
here.
course, of course. I'm sorry it took me so fucking long.
It's all good, man.
This has been a great show.
Yeah, and we'll definitely look forward to having you on again. So, thank you so much.
Of course. And to the viewers, you all have a great night, great evening, or great morning, wherever you're at right now.
Wonderful. Well, we'll see you around, man.
Peace.
All right. Should we hop back to our normal chat really quick?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
That was
that
brilliant.
was man. All right, we still got an hour to go. Wow, I didn't think. I thought we were with him for a lot longer than that.
That was an experience for sure.
That was something. I mean, a few good points here and there, maybe. Most of that just, I don't know. I was trying my best to keep up with him, you know.
Yeah, I feel you.
I mean, hey, hear me out though. Top one guest experience on the show.
I mean, he gave the most substance of any guest. No offense to Beanie, no offense to Sean, no offense to Caleb, especially no offense to Mr. Boat. Mr. Boat wasn't his fault. He was at work. He couldn't really
Yeah.
use too much time.
I mean, Jay, took him like 30 minutes to turn his microphone on.
Yeah. Jay was entertaining though. I'll give him that.
He was. I like to have him on, but yeah, could have figured that microphone out a little quicker.
It was nice to see your one black friend.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely got the most content out of that one guy. I think if I clipped that and turned that into a moment and like a couple of shorts and whatnot, that could do some numbers for sure.
Your chance.
Uh, man, it's been crazy. It's been so long since I've seen that dude, and
Is he just as you remember him?
I gotta say, no, he's well. Okay, when I knew him, I'd say he was a like base level schizophrenia type. Like we'd be hanging out and I'd see him like doing this. I go, "What are you doing?" He go, "There's just an orb floating around here. I'm playing with it." I'd be like, "Okay, that's cool." Like it's just like sort of nonsensical stuff. Seems like he's delved a little further into whatever goes on in that land, but
His spiritual stuff,
yeah, what I mean.
if we can call it that.
There's the thing with like every schizophrenic person just delves so deep into all these layers of abstract thoughts and whatever. So it's hard to say what he calls it or what it even is, but it's interesting.
For sure, for sure. I did mention Boat. That reminds me. Shout out Boat, shout out Larry, shout out Christy, shout out G-Stan, shout out KFC, shout out KFC Australian Girl. Shout out Sean, shout out Beanie, shout out Hash Browns are really good. Shout out to Jigastan, shout out Chicken Burger. Shout out Megan Bain, shout out Megan Bain, shout out Megan Bain, shout out Julia Hart, shout out Jimmy Hater, shout out Megan Bain, shout out Kylie Page, shout out Megan Bain, shout out Jimmy Hater one more time. Shout out Johnny Knoxville. I got to think about Johnny
Okay.
Knoxville. I really like him. My Spanish 2 teacher taught his nephew.
Okay.
A little fun fact today. Shout out.
Shout out Kat. We gave her a shout out like 20
Yeah, shout out
episodes
Kat.
ago.
Kat,
Might as well bring
she's
that
pretty
back.
cool.
Yeah.
Not talked to her since my last day of work, but shout out Kat.
Yeah, I haven't talked to her in, I don't know, like a month.
Shout
I haven't
out
seen her around work very
Jalen.
much, but shout out Jalen. Love Jalen.
Shout out Leah.
Mega shout out Leah. perchance.
And make a shout out. Shout out Tajik Sam one more time, and shout out Megan Bay one more time. I think that clears up my first round of shout outs.
Anti shout out Indianapolis's least favorite drunken bartender.
Yeah, that
If you
is
know, you
true.
know.
Anyway, Tommy boy, today is Saturday. You know what tomorrow is?
NASCAR.
Tomorrow is indeed NASCAR, and we do have a paint scheme preview for the second Kansas race of the year, the Kansas Fall Race. This is a weekly tradition.
Okay.
Some good ones this week.
All
Starting
right.
us off, as always, as the great Tyler Pennell would say, starting us off as always is Ross the boss. He's back in the Kubota machine this week.
I'm liking this.
I'm not a big fan of orange usually, but this is pretty nice. I'd give this a 7.
I give it an 8. I like it. I like the streaks. They're pretty cool. You know.
Mr. Austin Cindric in the discount
God
tire. I'm a sucker for this car. I have the little 164 diecast of this. 8.
I think I've previously given this pretty low numbers, but I don't know. I'm feeling it today. I'm gonna give it a 6.
All right, we got Mr. Austin Dillon. This has a lot going on. 7.5.
Yeah, I want to give it a 10, but I can't tell if something's missing or if there's just too much of something. Like I'm gonna give it a
Right.
9. It's really good, but something is just off enough about it to not be a 10.
Yeah. Number 4, we got Noah Gregson.
Oh,
Uh,
2.
I don't know what beefaroo is.
I don't like
It's a
any of the
burger on a
colors
race
on it.
car. There's nothing more American than a burger and fries on a race car. 7. 3.
1. So tired of seeing this.
I mean, it's my rating's starting to slip down too. Not to the 1 level yet. Brad Keselowski in the Solomon Plum, and I give this a 6.
I was also thinking of 6. This is pretty clean.
The
Like,
bronze number's kind of cool.
yeah, like I mean, nothing about the car is phenomenal, but it's just clean. It's nice.
Yeah. Then number 7, we got Justin Haley. 3. Why does he keep running this?
I'm gonna say 4. It doesn't look bad, but it's kind of basic.
In the number 8, we got Kyle Busch. I hate Kyle Busch, but I love cheddars. 8.
If it wasn't for that massive zone placard right in the bottom, I'd give it like a 6, but it takes down like a 4 for me.
All right. Chase
Ooh,
Elliott finally driving something different that isn't Napa's the primary sponsor. Just for that, I'm gonna give it an 8.
I was also thinking an 8. This is a nice car.
Number
Also, I
10,
don't
we
think
got
I've ever seen
Ty
Kelley Blue
Dillon.
Book sponsor a car before.
We got Ty Dillon.
I don't know.
DraftKings is okay.
I don't like
I can only use it.
gambling.
I'm in Kentucky because
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it. I can only use it in Kentucky because the legal sports betting age there for all platforms is 18, and since I don't turn 21 until next year, DraftKings is one of my books of choice when I'm in Kentucky.
Now
Pretty cool looking car.
we brought this up with a few of the Chevys. They look kind of squished. This is one of the squished looking ones. You see it, right? It's got the weird proportions to it.
Yeah, I see it. I do see it because you look at
Yeah.
because Chase Elliott drives a Chevy. Bush drives a Chevy. Number 11, Denny Hamlin drives a Toyota. We'll come back to it.
Yeah. Like that is like not the same shape.
Yeah. 7 though.
I'm gonna give it a 4. It's a cool design. I don't like what's on it. Yeah, that too.
Yeah. And then number 11, we got Denny Bin Laden once again. I do not like Denny Hamlin, but I love this paint scheme. 10.
I haven't got my hair cut professionally in so long. But when I did used to get haircuts, I'd always go to Sports Clips. So,
I'm sorry.
hey, I liked them. All right, hot chicks with nice tits giving me a haircut. Um, so, I'm gonna give it a solid 9. I like it.
3.
Yeah, it's the wrong color. That's a
No.
2.
I'm gonna give it a 5. I'm gonna give it a 5 because the black hood and the black trim is probably my favorite of all the
Oh, I didn't
neon
catch on that.
Renard.
That is kind of nice. I'm bump mine up to a 5.
All right. Number 16, we got AJ Allmendinger, another squish
Yeah.
Chevy. 4.
Uh, 2. It doesn't look right.
Mr. Busher. Shout out to Tyler Pennell for quoting that.
I feel like we've
7.
seen this a little too much. I don't know. I think like a 4. It's got some nice design parts too. I don't know. It's just eh.
Once again in the 19, Chase Briscoe. Once again, 9.
I feel like I've been all over with this, calling it anywhere from like a 1 to a 10, just depending how I feel. So I'm gonna go middle of the road 5. I don't got no opinion about it today.
20, we got Christopher Bell. Please, for the
1.
love of God, please, for the love of God, Joe Gibbs Racing, put something on the quarter panel.
Put
4.
anything anywhere on the car. 1. It's
Other than
terrible.
just a giant Ream logo.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll give them some credit. They put the Risers logo here. Risers. I'm gonna say Risers.
I was thinking it was racers, but yeah, riser sounds better. Oh.
Joshy 9.
Yeah, I think I gotta agree. I mean, I'd say my thing about it being the wrong color, but like, it ain't
This is not
particularly any
trying to be
color.
green.
Yeah.
And number 22, we got Giggles 4.
Yeah, 4. Getting a little tired seeing this one week after week. Ooh,
23, I hate
10.
Bubba Wallace, but I love this paint scheme. 10. Salute to the armed forces for just a moment, Tommy Boy.
Yeah. Now, I'm wondering if
Salute the armed
that's
forces.
because we had what's the original Spirit Bomber? It's like the B-21, and then I think we got a new one recently from Lockheed Martin. It's like the B-71 Spirit Bomber. So it might be the new one on there, which is why they're showing it off. I don't know, we got a new big black plane that drops big bombs on people. I don't know what it's called.
24,
Oh,
William
10.
Byron finally running something where Exalta or Liberty University is not the primary sponsor. Hendrick Cars might finally be shaking it up, other than number 5. I'm gonna say a 9. Number 34, we got Todd Gilliland in the Dean's Dip.
I don't mind this at
This
all.
is so
It's a
so
solid
absurd that I
9.
love it. It's so absurd that I love it. Well, I'll give it an 8. So no, I'll go 9. I'll
Okay.
go 9. Also, we got contingency sponsors.
Hell yeah.
You may not like recognize that, but most of these cars do not have contingency sponsors, or if they do, like here on the back, a little tiny.
Oh, that's a
This is
thing that's
bringing back
really
like,
common in like
yeah,
I was gonna say
this used
not
to be
street
common in
racing,
like,
but like tuner culture, seeing like Fast and Furious movies, like all people list all their aftermarket parts with stickers down the fender of their car.
this is bringing back prime like 90s 2000s NASCAR. They
Hmm.
had like just so many contingency sponsors on the front
I mean, not just
panel.
NASCAR. That was everywhere in racing. Every kind of racing, even down to just
But I'm talking
people
about
with funny
NASCAR.
cars on the streets. They
Has not
had all that. Yeah,
NASCAR's not done this in I don't know how long.
10.
Here's your weekly reminder: Riley Herbst does still exist. Shout out to Tyler Pennell again, and that this paint scheme is still basic. 4. The Speedy Cash,
Ooh.
number 38, Zane Smith. Speedy Cash might be a scam, but I don't care. This car is hot. 9.
It is definitely one of those like, you know, 3,000%
Like,
APR loans, but it is
like
it's
gotta pay
such a good
40%
livery.
interest.
Yeah, yeah, 8,
The number 41, 10, nowhere to need it. 11.
10, 15, 20, 100, all the points.
This has been my favorite paint scheme, like probably ever to come out of this season, or any season ever for that matter. This might genuinely be a top 10 paint scheme to ever paint scheme.
Mhm.
And then we got this John Hunter Nemechek. 4.
3. It's not bad. It's just
This,
bad.
the Dove logo is really out of place as well.
Yeah, it's so out of place.
A giant gray block.
Yeah.
Advent Health, number 43, Eric Jones. The one of the schemes,
Uh,
6.
3.
Right. I'll give this a 4.5 just because it's something other than just the logo.
I'm gonna give this a 3. It would like. All right, I don't like the random bit of white at the front. That should be green. But if it wasn't alcohol, this would be like a 10 out. This would be 11 out of 10 because they got the little eye of the beast thing. But like, I you know, I just I can't give very many points.
And then the 47, we got the AI RAM
Yeah.
logo, 0.
Yeah, 0.
This is so easily like AI.
Yeah.
We got to call him out every week. LI! Shout out Tyler Pennell. 2.
2. I hate this paint scheme. It's not bad. I just hate seeing it week after week.
Cody
10.
Ware's back in the Evil Knievel car. 10, just because it's Evil freaking Knievel. I don't know how Evil Knievel can be a race car sponsor if he's been dead, but 10.
Well, I think it's an Evil
The
Knievel museum, right? Yeah.
it just says Evil Knievel.
No, look at the written down below.
Oh, okay, now I see that. Oopsie. I'm dumb. Saya, Aya, who cares? Ty Gibbs will never win a race.
Ty Gibbs is the best
3.
racist in all of NASCAR. He's going to win every race he ever races after this next one.
Been
5.
saying that
I
for the
kind of
past
like it.
3 months.
I've been saying it since.
Ryan Priest, number 60, driving
Oh,
Minute Rice.
I think we started doing this in like
8,
June.
maybe.
Yeah. Um.
Also, if you'll notice, they
Hmm.
put the colon before the 60, so it's 60 seconds for the sponsor Minute Rice. 10.
Actually, yeah, 10. It's got some good detail
This
in
is
it.
genius. Also, I love Ryan Priest, one of my favorite drivers. Number 71, Michael McDowell. 3. I I, I hate this paying scheme, and I hate that the teammate of one of actually the teammate of my favorite driver has to drive this.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. 3.
My favorite driver, but I hate this paint scheme. 3.
2. It's pretty bad. Could be worse, but it's
The
pretty bad.
88, Shane Van Gisbergen. I hate Shane Van Gisbergen, but I love this paint scheme. 10.
I'll say this every week. If they use the same black that was on their F1 cars, this livery would look so much better.
Yeah,
6.
black is probably a trademark of F1, is what I'm getting at here. It's probably like an F1 exclusive thing, like a contract to use the black.
Yeah, actually, it could be.
So you got to look at it from the perspective of like what they're allowed to use and not rip off another series. That's why I give it a 10. That blue is just so sexy too, because that matches the blue that's on the can.
Yeah, it does.
And you're still not gonna give it higher than a 6.
I mean, if you could pull up a picture of the Red Bull F1 liveries really quick, just
Hey,
to
pull
show
that
what we're
up.
missing out on. Yeah, Jamie, pull that up. Tell me that doesn't look better.
I mean it. I personally like both. I like the blue a little bit more because it matches the can, but the black I won't deny it looking good. They're both
Yeah.
valid.
Oh,
See,
they
see
have
this
used
right
the
here is
blue.
blue.
Okay, yeah.
It's like they have used the blue in F1.
Anyway, back to
Did that change your
NASCAR. Yeah.
mind at all?
No, I still think this is like a 6.
I respect your opinion.
Ooh.
Coco Draw, shout out. I'll pin on one final time. And
10. Somehow they made this thing look like it's under black light, and it's not.
I love the candy skulls in the background too, because
Yeah.
and I guess these flowers are also like Mexican culture, because Daniel Suarez, as I've mentioned, maybe is Mexican. He is from the great United States of Mexico, I think is their official title. So
Yeah.
the candy skulls, the flowers, that's like for it's fantastic. 10.
Just a little
Paint scheme of the
tidbit.
week, undoubtedly.
Oh,
Paint scheme of the week, I has to go to this.
yeah.
Anytime you run this, it's paint scheme of the week. 1,000,000 out of 10.
Just since you mentioned Mexico's official name being the United States of Mexico, so it's one of my favorite things to bring up to people is that America's full name is not the United States of America. It is legally the Republic of the United States of America.
It's the United Mexican States. That's what it is. I know
Yeah.
it's on the right track. Alrighty, so as always, we'll just breeze through the Xfinity series, the feeder series, and we'll just point out ones that look good, like
10.
this, the Ollie's car, 10.
Maybe. Honestly, some solid cars this week.
Yeah, like this.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Celsius cars. Like the primary sponsor of Celsius, 10. 0.
Wrong color.
Do it. Anti-Shadow Austin Hill. I don't even watch Xfinity, and I hate Austin Hill. I say a 10.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. I don't know what it's about, but it's nice.
Dare I say a 10?
Again, don't know what it's about, but yeah, that's a good paint scheme. Oh, 11?
Dare I say a 10?
I mean, that's just wow.
They're going all out for Kansas. I don't know who Caroline Jones is, but your car sucks.
I was gonna
We
say,
have
I
an
think that's
advertisement.
another 10.
We have an advertisement for. We have an advertisement for
A woman?
a singer.
Oh.
A singer. Nick Sanchez. I'm sorry you have to be caught in this car.
I bet his wife hates it.
I don't know if this is a 10 or a 2.
I don't know. It's very like 2000s-esque. I like it. Oh,
I love football, but this car is just. Eh.
hold on. Tell me if you see it. Does this not sort of resemble the King of the Hill car?
Maybe. Okay, that's
The Law and Order.
CW Law and Order
What?
Toronto Criminal Intent. Matt DiBenedetto is driving the CW Law and Order car.
Dude, what sort of Law and
Wow.
Order they got in Toronto? Like, oh, sir, you're charged with being impolite to a moose.
I was about to say, instead of like Grand Theft Auto, it's Grand Theft Moose.
Something like that. Now I gotta turn my air on, dude. It's 1,000,000 degrees in here.
Yeah. I gotta go take an unqualified pee break.
Okay. Oh, I've been sweating my fucking nuts off since like 20 minutes after Gage got on the call. Holy shit, that air feels good. Oh, dude, it was genuinely like 80 something degrees in here, and dude, I had it set to 75, and it like the temperature kept crawling up. It was literally like almost 90 degrees in here, and it just wouldn't turn the fucking air on. So I don't know what it is with the air system in here, but I gotta like I'll have it set to whatever, and then the temperatures keep rising up above that, and then I got like a little slider to adjust the temperature. And if I just move it either way, it'll instantly be like, oh yeah, the temp, and it'll just start blaring air again. But yeah,
I haven't got a chance to show my shirt off yet this episode.
oh okay, yeah.
Rock versus Stone Cold, WrestleMania. I don't remember what year they wrestled,
15,
but
so that'd be 2000 or 19, yeah, 85, right?
okay, WrestleMania. First WrestleMania was in 85.
Yeah, it was
or
85, so that'd be
86, I think.
2000.
No, WrestleMania 2000 was just called WrestleMania 2000. Had the green logo.
Oh, so 15 would have been either 99 or 01 then.
Probably. I know. I'm trying to do I'm trying to. Okay, we can backwards reverse this, uh, reverse engineer it, whatever you want to say. WrestleMania 30 was in 2014. That gives us like a nice round number.
Okay,
Backtrack on 2014. That skips 10 years of history. So WrestleMania 20 would have been 2004.
sure.
So WrestleMania 10 would have been 1994.
Hmm. So it would have been 99 if it was 15.
Right. I think.
Even though it would have been 14 years after the first WrestleMania, which means at some point there would have been two in 1 year.
No, no, it's just well, you gotta think like WrestleMania itself, like WrestleMania 1, you gotta start with like 85.
Yeah,
Then 86 was 2, 87 was 3, 88 was 4, 89 was 5,
okay, yeah.
90 was 6, 91 was 7, 92 was 8, 93 was 9, then
Yeah,
94 was 10. WrestleMania 10 was 1994.
okay. Yeah, numbers and time are always weird like that.
It's always gonna be one off.
Yeah.
So that's like really weird. When they got to WrestleMania 25, they advertised it as the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania when it was technically only the 25th edition, but the
Hmm.
24th anniversary.
Yeah. Okay.
But they advertised it as the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania, which was really stupid.
Just like Dollywood is celebrating their 40th anniversary 39 years after they opened.
But it's their 40th total year of operation, so it's 40 the 40th anniversary just sounds better.
Yeah. You know.
Let's see here. But I do believe it was WrestleMania 1999 because I looked up WrestleMania 1999 and it is the same logo that's on this shirt right here,
Hmm.
and it is Stone Cold versus The Rock for the WWF Championship with the main event.
Okay.
Yeah, I got this shirt for like I think it was a buy one get one free sale at Aeropostale in in Knoxville. I
All
got
right.
this and a Muhammad Ali shirt,
Hmm.
like $35 total.
Hmm.
You know, because after tax, of course.
Yeah.
Also, I was at the outlets in Sevierville the other day. My mom went in some store, so I'm like, yeah, screw this. I'm not going in whatever shoe store, or clothing store. I don't know where she was going to. I'm like, catch me later. I'm gonna go over like explore the stores I like. So I usually go to Lids, see what kind of jerseys they got in stock, if there's anything I want.
Hmm.
Then I go to the candy store usually, just like see
Of
if there's
course.
any new things that I want to try. And then I go to Hot Topic, see like what
Hmm.
sales they got going on there. Whenever I went to that Hot Topic, they had a buy two get one free sale on anything in the store.
Hmm.
Like you can mix and match like candy, pins, pop vinyls, shirts, and like it's buy two things get one free. So whatever the cheapest thing is, just gets knocked off.
Hmm.
So I'm like, well, I don't collect pop vinyls. I don't really wear pins. I was gonna get food on the way home probably anyway, so I didn't get any like snacks. Like I'm gonna get some shirts. So I got 3 shirts for the price of 2. I got a new
Okay.
Metallica shirt because always and forever love Metallica. I got an Avenged Sevenfold shirt because they're my like second favorite band of all time. I love, love, love Avenged Sevenfold. And then the third shirt I was between another band and Rhea Ripley. I was between getting the third band shirt and Rhea Ripley. I'm looking over the band shirt wall, and I'm thinking like, that one's sexy. I'm getting that one. I put the Rhea shirt back. I get a shirt of our favorite New Zealanders.
The Offspring.
Yeah, it's got to be a running joke for the rest of the show. Our favorite band, who's actually from California,
Yeah.
um, the Offspring, and it's the Americana shirt. You know, the one with the boy in the swing with like the giant like
Yeah.
insect on him. That album, I got a shirt for that.
Okay.
I now am a proud owner of an Offspring shirt.
Nice. Dude,
So,
you mentioned the candy store at the mall, and like
Not the mall, at the outlet, the
or,
outlets in Sevierville.
yeah, outlet stores, malls, basically the same thing.
Sure, one is indoor and one's outdoor, but okay.
They're both big shopping arenas. Whenever I'm in, one of those things, I don't eat candy like Papa Smurf at Dollywood. Well, he's got all these like candies he gives out. They got little like Bible verses on them.
I did not know he gave out candy.
Yeah, well, I don't eat candy, and I don't got the heart to tell him that I don't want his cool Christian candy with Bible verses on it, because I always read the Bible verses on the back of them. So I just take the candies and they just sit in like a little pile on my desk because I'm never gonna eat them. But like whenever I'm in like a mall and I see a candy store, I'll usually walk in and I'll just look around at all the candies and just imagine what they taste like, and it's almost as good of an experience as eating it.
I went into that candy store the other day in the outlets, and they had like the first time I've ever seen it. They had a person with like a tray or a little bowl or something giving out samples. It was chocolate covered Swedish fish.
That sounds awful.
It was certainly a different taste experience. It was all right though. I like Swedish fish. I had Swedish fish sauce somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm usually not like a huge like chocolate addict. Like I'm not a chocolate connoisseur.
I'd say it's my preferred type of candy.
Alcoholic. I say my preferred type of candy is like the fruity ones. Like I like runts. You know runts?
Okay. Funny enough, I had a conversation with Lee about this at work. We both only like the banana runts. We don't like the other flavors. I don't think they're bad, but the banana is the best. It is like if you're gonna get any flavor of them, you get the banana runts.
My favorite are I think the green apple one's probably my favorite.
I don't know. Isn't it like it's what is it? Banana, grape, orange, and
apple.
I thought it was red apple.
No, there's green apple, and then red is strawberry. Cherry one.
Huh. I don't remember the green apple ones.
Some red fruit. Look them up. They might have changed them. I haven't been in a while either.
Yeah, but I think the banana is the only valid option if you're talking runs.
These were like my movie theater candy whenever I was growing up. Like if people want to see like the newest Pixar movie or something. So banana, orange, grape, green apple, and I'm assuming that's strawberry.
Probably, yeah.
It's the shape of a strawberry. I always thought that was a heart when I was growing up, and I realized
me
just
too.
now that's the shape of a strawberry. I thought it was a red heart.
I never put together that was a strawberry until you said it just now.
But like everything else is the shape of the fruit it emulates. Banana, orange, green apple, grape. It just now dawned on me after 20 years on this planet.
Wow.
That is a strawberry, not a heart.
It's a strawberry. Holy shit. Oh, dude, maybe all that Red 40 does make us stupid.
My brain was fried from eating like box of this.
Yeah.
In case you're like,
I know, they sell straight banana
to like snack on. $30 for 4 pounds of just straight banana-rama candy.
Oh, I might get sick of it after 4 pounds.
I mean, like, listen, split it up. 2 pounds for you, 2 pounds for that special someone, and just like sit and eat banana runs.
Dude, what if it's like no, actually that wouldn't work. I was gonna say, what if it was like oh fuck, what is that movie called? The one with the dogs that slurp the noodles and kiss each other? But that wouldn't work with the run. They're way too tiny.
Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah, Lady and the Tramp. There's no way we could Lady and the Tramp a banana. It's well, maybe a full banana.
It is a travesty that they only gave you one of the cola ones.
I know, right?
These
the best flavor.
So good.
Oh man.
Yeah, this just brought me way back. I just remember
I love those. Yeah, I love getting those at like Christmas. Like, just oh my god.
Like these ones look like dog food pellets, but they were so good.
Yeah. I don't know how they got them to taste so accurate too, but it literally like turned your saliva into that soda.
Bottle caps. Do you ever bottle caps?
Okay. Another thing me and Lee have had a conversation about she likes all the flavors but root beer. I like only root beer. I don't like I like the cherry. All right, I think root beer and cherry only valid options in that whole box. I would throw the rest away. Yeah,
I like every flavor, but I like every flavor except orange. I've never been like a. I love the fruit orange, but
yeah.
orange flavor things I can never get behind.
I even like orange flavored things. I don't think the orange bottle caps are that good. The cola ones, I mean, they taste like very generic cola, and the grape ones are like just a bad grape. Like
Yeah.
like Concord grapes are very strong, but they got a unique flavor. This is just like strong synthetic grape. It's not good grape, like a nice Concord grape, you know.
Oh man. That also reminds me. Do you ever have
Nickel
these
nips,
things? The
yeah,
nickel nips. There we go.
I love these, man.
I used to. I used to like actually, again, accidentally eat the wax sometimes.
Oh yeah, accidentally, I'm sure.
Yeah, I thought like the first time I had them, I thought the wax was edible. Found out quickly it wasn't.
It okay,
These
it
things, looking
technically
back,
is.
taste,
It is food quality wax.
but it's not meant to be eaten.
Yeah.
Looking back, these things tasted horrendous. I can taste them as I speak,
Yeah. Like
but
the
it was an
experience
experience.
was better than the squeeze was somehow better than the juice. You could put it that way.
And again, you only got like looks like. Oh, never mind. I was about to say you only got one of the best flavor, but it looks like it's
Yeah,
two
you
right
get two
here.
of each
The
one.
red was the best flavor. Hold on. I have the I think what they were called.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Candy buttons.
Dude,
These are fantastic.
this took me I've had these one time in my life, okay? When I was a really, really little kid, probably I'd say around like 5, 6 years old, right? I was friends with my neighbor, Maddie. And she was, I think, 2 or maybe 3 years older than me. And she had one of these. And, just being in like little kid excitement over absolutely useless things, she had to show me these. And then we sat in her living room for like half an hour eating these.
These are so good. I will like at least once a year, usually actually once a year, just get a pack of these just to have. It takes me back.
Actually, I take that back. We were in her kitchen. I remember because she pulled them off the top of her fridge.
Oh, okay. I'll be candy buttons. This is another one I had. Like I had these specifically. I had
Huh?
these one time. I got them at a yeah. So like this is like little
Never
candy
seen
rings.
these.
Like you put them like in your lip and you blow it and make like a really faint whistle sound.
Huh.
It's like they were like good too. It's like you can tell, but like just the look of them, you can tell like what kind of candy they are.
Yeah. That's like like remember like the candy bracelets or candy necklaces? Like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
candy?
That's what I was looking for. It looks like that, but like blown up. And
Okay.
these were so good. I can't like there you go. Like this is the I think pack that I had. I got them at a Big Lots, I think. That tells you how old that was when Big Lots was still relevant enough
I,
for people to shop there.
dude, alright, I got to thinking about candy bracelets and I thought, they make candy like thongs too. And I was just thinking like imagine, a little foreplay, those candies get a little juices on them, they get a little pre-saturated before you eat them. Mm. Anyways,
I think I can say confidently now, candy hearts are disgusting.
yeah, they're awful, but it's just one of those signature Valentine candies.
Right. I think I like some more obscure candy that I had when I was growing up. 'Cause there's a lot of them. Did you ever have the icy squeeze candies?
Yes. Oh my God.
Like for the longest time, uh, let me tell you a story. So for the longest time, there was this gas station like about 10, like 8, 10 minutes from my house, and they had like a restaurant built into it. It was like people didn't go there for gas primarily. People went there for the restaurant that was in
Hmm.
the gas station. This yee little back road in Kentucky,
I've been to some weird
and it's
places like that. Yeah.
and it was called Ben's Quick Stop, right? Ben's Quick Stop. I used to get like burgers and corn nuggets from there. Yes, weird combination, but it's so good. They had the best corn nuggets in the world.
What is a
And
corn nugget?
usually, uh, Jamie, pull that up. It's okay. So imagine it's the same bread as a chicken nugget, right?
Okay.
But inside you got like it's like a southern delicacy. It's like got
So
corn and
so it's like
some
a
sort of like not really rice. It's got like creamy corn inside.
it's like a tater tot but with corn
It's like a
or
yeah, it's like a tater tot or a chicken nugget, but like instead of like it's good.
it
Trust me. Like
it does look good. I've just never heard of this before, and I can't believe how being from the
yeah
Midwest where we eat a ton of corn.
yeah corn nuggets. These things are so good. Like anyway, Ben's Quick Stop is now unfortunately closed, but it was a little place in Chavies, Kentucky, like 8 or 10 minutes from where my house was when I grew up. And usually my sister would go with my dad to pick it up, or he would go on his own to pick it up, bring it home. And he'd usually either let her pick out the candy for both of us, or he'd pick out something he knew we'd like. This is this blue one right here, blue raspberry icy squeeze with my little sister's candy of choice from that gas station for probably 6 or 7 years. Like these things right here, like there were tons of these bottles in her room probably.
Hmm.
I'm just like where she would be like finishing them up, working on them. Shout out these candies right here just for making my sister when she was like 5 or 6 years old ecstatic and gleefully enjoy.
Man, just as talking about childhood candies, and then I brought up eating the like candy dots with my neighbor Maddie. Like I don't know why I get like really since I moved out of that first house I grew up in, have like literally never thought about her once, but oh yeah, damn, we were pretty good friends growing up. I was just thinking about like a lot of memories we had. Like we had neighboring houses, and so like whenever we wanted to hang out, we just hop the fence and just go do whatever. Man, I miss being a kid.
You ever had these right here?
Of course I have.
And I still remember the commercials for these with like the song that they made for it, the baby bottle pop song, whatever. I
Mm-hmm.
don't remember
Yeah.
exactly how it goes, but like that riff just plays in my head
Do
constantly.
you remember Danimals yogurt shakes? And they did a sweepstakes with I think it was Zach and Cody to like go on a
Yeah.
on a cruise. Pull that up, Jamie. Pull up the Danimals yogurt drinks.
I I got there somehow. I got there eventually.
Yeah, DNA animals, whatever that is. Dude, oh my
Oh
god. Dude, this yogurt brand had a choke on me as a kid. Yeah, that
What
was
about
it.
Gogurt?
I
My,
love Gogurt.
I never
Oh,
really had. I never had Danimals, but I had Gogurt. This
um,
commercial lives in my like lives
yeah.
rent free in my head, bro.
Uh,
Danimals Crushers.
what was the let me think. Trix was the cereal with the rabbit, but they made like a Trix ice cream. Uh, what was that, man? Yes, yes. Oh my goodness.
Oh my! These were so good.
Oh, I wish I could have one right now.
I would sacrifice a toe right now
I would
for the
genuinely lose
watermelon
one of
one.
my big toes to have one of these again.
Do they still make it?
Do they? If they do, I'm buying one.
Okay, Trix Cereal Wiki. Do not be fooled by General Mills Yoplait Trix low-fat yogurt. Several of its product ingredients, including its sugars or artificial colors, are dangerous.
Yeah, no
Who
shit.
cares? Uh,
This is really
okay, so
getting into what
there's
yogurt
no
is. Like, are they bringing us scientifically into what yogurt is?
wait, Yoplait.com. Contains milk. You don't say. It don't
No, it
say
doesn't contain
yogurt
milk.
contains milk.
It doesn't contain milk. It contains milk ingredients. It
Powdered milk,
contains the stuff
probably.
to make milk. Yeah. Maybe.
Yogurt still around? It was discontinued, but brought back in 2021. Apparently, allegedly.
Okay. I'm gonna have to look around for it. Because, genuinely, if I can find one of these.
It's available in
Oh.
berry and strawberry.
Okay. Okay.
Berry, strawberry. That's because yeah, strawberry apparently isn't a berry. I
I'm,
I totally forgot this
yeah.
just existed though.
Next time I'm at Walmart, if I
But
see one of these, I'm buying it.
this one right here just brought back so many memories.
I always liked the other flavors more, but the watermelon one, something about, like, it was kind of sour and, like, tangy, like, that flavor stuff. Oh my god. Dude, the yogurt with the
Jeez.
mix-ins. Oh my god.
Hold on, where's the one that I always had?
I know,
Hold on.
I think I'm thinking of the same one you had. It had, like, oh, fuck, what was it? It had, like, I can't even think what was on top of it. No, I don't know.
Okay, so it was Yo Crunch. It was Yo Crunch. That might have been the one I had.
This is definitely not what I had, but I do remember these, yeah. I remember having something like that, though.
Um,
I think the kind I had something like, yeah, it had like chocolatey granola on top.
uh,
Yeah, I definitely had one of these.
while we're on the topic of like breakfasty stuff, ever have Frankenberry?
No, I never seen this before.
Yeah, so there's like every Halloween these come back. You got Frankenberry, uh, Boo Berry.
I remember us
Yeah,
covering this in our cereal tier list.
yeah, Frankenberry. I've never had Fruit Brute. I've had everything else though. Frankenberry, Count Chocula, and Boo Berry.
Yeah.
Frankenberry was like the best of them. The strawberry one.
I mean, Count Chocolate would probably be my thing.
What about Crave? Did you ever have Crave?
Oh, man, I love these, man.
I might have had it. I might have
I
had it
remember the
like
commercials
once.
so well. I mean, I'll say, like, the commercials and the packaging definitely made you think that these things were going to be, like, bursting with chocolate on the inside. No, it was cereal with like a microgram of chocolate in the middle, but it was just enough. It was like, yeah, it's pretty good.
This is another one I might have had like once.
Yeah, like I maybe had this one time, like not that I can remember, but I feel like I've had this before. But dude, Cinnamon Toast Crunch was
Yeah.
like my cereal of choice.
Wait, they made apple pie toast
What?
crunch.
Dude, just like Applejack seasoning on Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
How have I never seen this?
Oh my God. Because I loved Applejack,
Literally.
so if this is like two of the best cereals mixed together, dude, oh my God.
Yogurt cookie toast crunch? I used to be like a huge cereal consumer.
Me too. For like a singular year, and then I gave it up.
Corn pops? I love corn pops. I don't know why. I always love these.
I've never been a fan of any sort of circular corn cereal that scrapes the top of your mouth clean.
Which is weird because I always loved the corn Cap'n Crunch the most. I don't know
Hmm.
if it was corn, but it's
Yeah, just Captain Crunch.
uh just the yellow one. Then none of the berries. These right here were always the sweet and
Mm.
corn nut ones. These were always my favorite.
Yeah, yeah.
These were the best ones.
Dude, my
It's like
grandma would always keep a box of Life
if
cereal around. Awful.
ooh, my grandma would always keep the Special
Special
K,
K.
Special K with red berries. It's like whenever I'd stay with spend the house, The next morning, I would always have this for breakfast.
Can't call them strawberries. They're red berries.
Yeah, it's a strawberry product.
Yeah. Strawberry ingredients, perchance.
These were so good, though.
Yeah, some lawyer in Kellogg is like, we can't legally say these are strawberries, so we'll just call them red berries.
Frosted Mini Wheats are still a 2 cereal to ever exist.
Man, I don't know
They're
why,
good dry. They're good with milk.
alright, Frosted
They're
Mini
just
Wheats, right, are always better in my head than they are in my mouth. Whenever I think about Frosted Mini Wheats, I'm like, that's a fantastic cereal. And then I eat it, and I'm always disappointed because it just tastes like wheat. I,
I always wanted one like this growing up.
I've encountered quite a few like that. I, I've had my fair share of Frosted Mega Wheats.
No, Frosted Mega Wheat.
Yeah. Oh,
Mega
oh,
Wheat singular.
do you remember the Ultimate Family Guy joke? Wheat Thins.
Wheat Thins.
Yeah.
Oh, whip. You gonna have some cool whip with your pie?
Dude, wheat thins are actually really good though. I've always liked those. That's like a top cracker choice for me.
Oh,
Cracker
man,
as in
hold
the
on.
snack, not white people.
They just brought this back the other
They
day,
did?
right? Apparently, just recently, they apparently brought this back. So the other night, I'm home alone. My parents and my sister's boyfriend's football game, and I'm staying at home because I want to just stay home. I don't really want to get on out for a high school football game on a Thursday night. So I decided to order some Taco Bell. So I go to DoorDash and I see they have one of the like big combo boxes for like $8. And you can sub out one of the two normal tacos that comes with it for a Doritos Locos taco. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh my god, I've not had this in like 7 years. Sign me up. So I switch it out. I substitute it for $1 more. Substitute for a Doritos Locos taco. That's what they give me.
A regular taco?
A normal taco. A normal taco.
Wow.
Come to find out, a couple weeks ago, my parents brought home Taco Bell on a night I wasn't home, and they bought me a taco to eat for like later that night. W them for buying me what was supposed to be a Doritos Locos Taco Cool Ranch. Guess
Mm-hmm.
what they gave me?
A regular
A
taco?
regular taco. It's 2 times.
Dang.
Is there something going on? Is there something going on at the Seymour, Tennessee Taco Bell? Where they're like, yeah, never give this family a Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Taco.
This
I've
is
wanted one of these in my mouth. I've wanted to put the sweet taste of a Cool Ranch Doritos Locos Taco in my mouth for 7 long
oh
years,
man.
Tommy boy.
Yeah, I haven't
And
had
they
one.
just never brought it back. And I'm over 2.
Yeah, I haven't had one
They made a
in
spicy sweet chili one? Oh, that's fiery, never mind.
yeah, I haven't had one since probably middle school. But yeah, I always remember getting the sweet and spicy, whatever the purple one is, or the Cool Ranch. I never got the regular one or the nacho one, whatever you want to call it.
I I've wanted one of these in like on my taste buds for so long. You know what the
Oh,
best Taco Bell menu is?
can we-
The best
hold
Taco
on,
Bell
hold
menu item
on.
that ever exists.
After this, we gotta look up. Can you just buy like pre-made Cool Ranch spice, or can you get like just bulk Dorito spice? Like if I could get the sweet and spicy chili spice, I'd put that on so much stuff. If I could just get a tub of it pre-made.
For $82.99, you can get from Foothills Farm.
That's plain ranch dressing mix. You mix that with water and it makes ranch.
Um,
This is powdered ranch. They already sell it.
all natural Cool Ranch from Amazon. Let's see how much it costs from Amazon.com.
$8.99 for 2 ounces?
And it's for 50 an ounce.
What? No, dog. That's not it. That's not worth it. But
Magnetic. Oh, but it's a magnetic tin.
Oh yeah.
natural, non-GMO, handcrafted in small batches, GLP-1 friendly. You're telling me you don't want all natural, non-GMO, handcrafted in small batches, GLP-1 friendly, made in USA, magnetic 10, Cool Ranch seasoning?
I mean, I'm more interested in the Gustus Vitae part of it, to be honest. That dude sounds cool. All right, this is man. Huh?
Hinch Valley Ranch, organic. I don't think that's
Oh,
it.
okay. You
Cool
know
Ranch
what?
seasoning.
The, at some point, I'm gonna have to like email Dorito and just be like, "Yo, straight up, let me just buy like a pound of your sweet and spicy chili seasoning. I want it."
If I were a rich boy,
Yeah.
if only.
Could you
Wow.
imagine?
Should I
Oh,
lowball him? Should I? Oh, I don't want to log it. Ooh,
like $2, buck 35.
135.
Okay. Yeah, why not?
This fella would be more likely to respond if he offers around $1,500.
Yeah, I bet.
Uh,
No, you gotta offer him 350.
Doritos ball of delicacy. 7 people are watching it, which is crazy.
One of them's gonna buy it, I'm sure.
Oh boy. Yeah, I don't think you can just straight up buy the season. I mean, you can.
Ooh. Oh.
Why does that look like just a brick of weed?
Dude, that looks like if you fed that to like a Victorian age child, they'd have a seizure from how much flavor is in that.
That reminds me, speaking of that, I watched a movie with my dad earlier. I watched the first Cheech and Chong movie, Up in Smoke.
Really?
It is pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's just full of funny bits right off the start. Cheech pulls over in his van to pick up, Tommy, and talking about weed, and Cheech is like, "Oh yeah, I got a joint." Pulls out like a regular sized joint, right? And Chong's talking about how much he smokes, whatever. He goes, "Oh, I think this could be enough, man." And he pulls out basically a Subway foot long joint.
We also watched this, whatever the heck this is. We only watched it because Rob Zombie's name was on it. We love Rob
Okay.
Zombie. This is
And I got for
one
you,
of the
little
movies
Uzi, a
of all
Rob
time.
Zombie poster.
So yeah, Super Beast, El Super Beasto, right? This like
Yeah.
luchador, but like there's nothing in it that's about wrestling. Just so happens to be a dude in a luchador mask, and like he's like I don't even know what you call it, in a group with this giant robot, and then El Super Beasto's sister, and the robot has a giant crush on this the sister Susie X, whatever her name is. So he like beats up some dude. He goes to celebrate a strip joint. By the way, I'll tell you the cast after this because the cast and people who are in it is freaking insane.
Okay.
But some giant ape who works with Dr. Satan kidnaps this stripper from the strip club. And Super Beasto has to go, like, and save this stripper from Satan. I don't like. I can't even tell you the story. I could not follow it. I don't even really recall how it ended. It's
This
such like a weird
this
movie.
sounds like how every Mexican dad recounts meeting their child's mother to their child.
Like this is such a weird movie. Like look at this. This scene right here. This screenshot tells you everything you need to know. This is such a stupid movie. I would if you have Amazon Prime, I would recommend you go watch it just to see like what I'm talking about. It's absurd.
This looks like it has the animation style of like a Your Favorite Martian music video.
No, you know what it reminded me of? Drawn Together.
Okay.
I'm like 80% sure this is made by the people who made Drawn Together. I'm sure it was. You see the similarity in the style?
I do.
It's yeah, this is how it ends with him singing I don't even remember what song it was. Some like classic rock song that ends with him singing. Uh, the dude from the other Rob Zombie movie, House of a Thousand Corpses, Sid Haig is in it apparently.
All right.
Anyway, let's check out the IMDb for it. It's only an hour and 17 minutes, so it's a little bit
A washed up
shorter.
luchador and a super
So
spy
yeah,
investigate
washed up
Nazi
luchador,
zombies.
nefarious scientist, and a stripper with a satanic
Wait,
birthmark.
hold on.
So the giant ape kidnaps the stripper because she has the mark of the beast on one of her one of her butt cheeks. So this ape working with Dr. Satan, that's his name in the movie, Dr. Satan, has to go and go up to this strip and kidnap the stripper chick. So stupid.
I just want to say, it mentions Nazi zombies, okay?
Hold on.
Hold on. This came out in 2009.
X goes in, and one of the first thing where she's introduced, she's riding into some Nazi zombie lair on the robot who can like shapeshift and transform into like vehicles and weaponry and stuff. And she steals the cryogenically frozen head, like Futurama style, of Adolf Hitler. That's how she's introduced to the movie. She steals the head of Adolf Hitler.
So I just want to say, it mentions Nazi zombies. This movie was made in 2009. You know what came out 2 years before this that heavily popularized Nazi zombies? Call of Duty World at War.
Anyway, so
I don't think it's a coincidence that they just picked that as... yeah.
So there's the ape who goes to kidnap the stripper, working alongside Dr. Satan, which, by the way, he takes the lab coat and, like, gloves off. He's just like a normal skin tone. It's just like a white dude with the head of Satan. Dr. Satan.
Okay.
That's Super Beasto's car.
Wow.
This is the dumbest movie I think of. Like, there it is. There's El Super Beasto with Hitler's head. There's the zombie Nazis, I think, is who those are.
Wow.
This screenshot right here.
Yeah.
It might be one of the...
This looks like one of those bad it's good kind of movies.
Like, the entire time it was going on, like, I was just, like, looking over at my dad, like, every 10 minutes. Like, we're both, like... We're laughing because it's so stupid, but, like, you can't stop watching because, like, you want to see how stupid it gets next. Like, Susie X, like, holding up whoever the heck that is.
Yeah.
There's something about, like, a movie being directed. He has to, like, cast a couple people in it. Some director dude does. Like, I hope we don't get demonetized for showing all this stuff.
I mean,
I don't think showing still images gets us. I hope this doesn't get us, like, restricted or whatever, showing still images. It's like, it's one of the movies of all time.
Needs to start paying us.
But you look at the cast. Who Rio Dawson, Tom Kenny, the voice of SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Man, Rob Paulson, he was in Animaniacs. He's the voice of Yakko Warner.
Okay.
And there's more that isn't on here. Like I know Danny Trejo was in it. Yeah, look. Okay, in order. Ads, bro. John DiMaggio, he's Jake the dog.
Yeah.
Danny Trejo. Roger Bumpus, he was in SpongeBob. I don't remember who he played. Sid Haig, he's like famous. just like this weird.
Zach Hanks?
What now? Never heard of him.
Oh.
Oh man. See who did Roger Bumpus play in SpongeBob? Pretty sure he's Squidward. Yeah, he's played Squidward in this like weird movie. Like I'm saying, if you have, and I suggest one thing so bad it's good. It doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it even rated? So bad it's good. Rob Zombie of all people direct. Famous heavy metal singer Rob Zombie made it. It's so much weirder. See if the trailer plays. Okay, April 20th, 1969. And we're not sponsored by LG, so you don't get the audio.
Mm-hmm.
Like if the trailer gives you any context to what the movie is, because I cannot put into words, like it is so stupid. The Haunted World of El Super Bisto.
Yeah. Well, I saw a swastika, so I think
Yeah.
YouTube might have a problem with that.
This is
It's one of the things ever created.
it is so weird. Yeah, YouTube might have a problem with that.
Yeah, maybe.
It's such a dumb movie. That right there, killing a werewolf.
There was some wrestling. I saw 0.1 second of luchador
Very
action.
minimal. It's so dumb. I wonder if that website's still up. Is lsuperbisto.com still up? Oh,
Oh,
okay. That's what lsuperbisto.com is now. And with that, I think we'll close.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, I think that's a good point.
Should I just like dump the logos?
Hmm.
Should I just dump the logo tier list? Just get rid of it.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Well, let me look at my show notes. Let's see what else I had going on here. Um. Okay. Well, I had an idea, but it might take more time. I feel like Gage's thing kind of ate up a big chunk of the time that we could have devoted to it.
A little bit.
I wanted to, and also, I'm pretty sure everything that we would be working with is probably closing. I was gonna say call the U.S. embassies, like every single embassy in the United States, and ask if we can get a flag or something. See how many flags we can collect.
Okay.
But we'd have to do this sometime whenever the embassies are open.
All right. I don't know. I feel like that might get us put on a few lists, but
No, just call every country's embassy that's in the United States and be like, listen, we're trying to collect flags from every country. Would you like to help us in our goal? I gotta say.
what are we gonna do when we have 192 flags each?
Well, do you really think? Well, I don't think there's 192 embassies in the United States,
That's
and I
true.
don't think every single one would give us a flag. Like some of the obscure countries that don't really get like tourists, like Tajikistan, might send us a flag that's flown or something.
Oh, if we could get
Or
like a real like flown to G flag, it'd be so cool.
I would hang it up in here somehow. I'd find a way to put it in the unqualified frame.
Yeah, like I got mine hanging up right there above my TV.
Yeah, I'd probably find somewhere to put it where like, it wouldn't necessarily have to be on frame because I don't really have much room behind me.
Yeah.
I'd put it somewhere. Yeah, we'll save that for a later date.
Yeah. So with all that being said, we're
Are we really at 3 hours?
a bit over, like almost 3.5.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. All right. Well, with all that being said, shout out Megan Bain, 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 shout out Jamie Hayter, shout out
Mhm.
Julia Hart, and one more shout out to Megan Bain.
Oh
With
man, isn't
all that,
wait, when is round three of Jamie Hayter versus Julie Hart? Is that tonight?
I,
Or,
yeah, I think we missed it.
yeah. Hold on. Before we end the episode, I gotta look it up because I want to see who won.
Yeah, I'll look it up too. Don't say anything. Just like, because I want to read it myself. Uh,
Yeah, 9:27.
9:27. If it went live at 8, then yeah, we definitely missed it.
I'm looking at Twitter and I'm trying to figure out who won. Oh, come on. Oh, I think Hater won.
Jamie Hayter defeats Julia Hart.
Yeah,
Main event: Hart landed a moonsault,
I'm
but Hayter
watching the
reached
pin
the
right
ropes with her
now.
foot to break the pin. Hayter went into an octopus submission. Hayter struggled to reach the ropes, then Sky Blue pulled the ropes back to be safe. Hayter muscled up to escape the counter by into a wait. Hayter muscled up to escape by countering into a tombstone pile driver. 1-2 kick out Hart. Hayter hits Hart for the win on a lariat.
Hmm.
Sky Blue attacked Hayter after the match. Queen Amanita, or Amanata, whatever, made it save. Thekla joined her cohorts. Hayter was tired of the BS, so she had 3 simple words: blood and guts.
Man. Yeah, I'm watching some bits and pieces of that match on Twitter right now. Oh my God, it was good.
And to think we saw the second match of this probably going to be iconic trio.
Yeah. Wow.
How crazy is that?
Crazy. That was crazy once.
With all that being said, one more shout out Megan Bain. Um, and with
One more
that being
shout out
said,
for
remember
Jamie
to
Hayter
use
winning
your.
round three. That's 2-1. She wins the trilogy against Julia Hart.
With all that being said, attempt number 4. Remember to use your stick. Tip your waiter unless they suck. Also remember, Serena Williams never even had beef with Drake, and she still somehow won the beef.